No one prepared me for this. I promise you, camera. I promise you, chat. Jacob, what's going on, man? Thanks for showing up super early. Appreciate it, but they never prepared me for this shit. They never. That's where the scream came from on the last one, on the last video that you did.
No, I actually did that while I was listening to music from the 5 Heartbeats.
Yo.
That came from a song, so that it wasn't a scream, it was a note. Okay? I had to flex the golden pipes.
They never prepared me for this.
You have never more looked like not Theodore. Theodore.
Theodore.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
All I want is a hula hoop.
Good song.
Hulk smash.
Good song.
All right. We're back to normal, ladies and gentlemen. The fucking knucklehead comments.
If you want to do a whole podcast like that, say it in the chat. Go to the Knucklehead Instagram, go to the YouTube, go to the Twitch, and just say, we want to chipmunk voice, and we'll make it happen.
That's right. Yo, dead ass. Let's fucking do it. That might be tomorrow's video right there. I'll fucking do it too.
I promise you, they never prepped me for this stuff. It's just random. I swear, I don't know none of this.
Yo, man, executive decision. We ain't going to CBS. We going Raw all day. You feel me? As always.
Theodore was my favorite. I gotta be honest about that. Maybe Simon.
Yeah.
Fuck Alvin. I think we all as a whole kind of was like, all right, Alvin, we get your role in this TV show. We get it. You're the cool guy. You get the girl, but I kind of like the chubby dude and the nerd. That was like the first time where I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not siding with the cool guy here. I'm gonna rock with these two. They just seem a lot more chill.
Word. Because they don't fuck around, you know. Alvin fucked around. It's just, that's just my opinion, but it is the Knucklehead Comics, and as always, we got Cabs in the building. We got Cap, aka Mr. Green, in the building. Lay is away, but he's here for the stay. He's gonna listen to what we gotta say later on. Bars.
You fool!
Bars.
All day. You know what I'm saying? So Lay, when you listen to this over, what's going on, player? And we always got to start with the question of the week. And this is a spicy one. We already know that Cavs is gonna bring the heat, but I'm gonna bring some heat too. But Cap, it's your question. So let's hear it.
So I was watching a different video. I don't know if you guys heard of the Real Rejects.
Yeah.
But
never watched though.
The main guy, Greg, he did a video of his top 10 hottest takes and unpopular opinions of movies. And I was like, you know what? Between us, we probably have some of our own. So the credit goes to him stealing the idea. Sorry, but it's a good idea. So what is your hottest take, your most unpopular movie opinion? I can start if you guys want.
Go for it.
I don't think The Godfather is that good. None of them. It's a story about criminals.
I agree.
There we go.
I agree.
It's a story about criminals. The guy comes back from war, and what do? They instantly turn him into a fucking criminal. Who gives a shit? I'm supposed to be the dude died or somebody. Like, I don't give a shit. That's my hot take. I don't want to go on a rant right off the bat.
So saving the rent. So I don't have a specific movie, but I have a hot take on a certain genre of movies overall.
Okay.
Video game movies are fun. They're not meant to win Academy Awards. They're not meant to make you cry, although some of them do. I don't know if you've ever seen Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
Video game movies are fun. Not every movie that you watch is supposed to be fucking Scorsese or Sundance Film Festival, and you have 45 minutes of a black and white film and no one's saying any fucking words. No. Sometimes we want to go to a movie theater and watch Joe Dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people just want a little fun. And you sprinkle a little video game in there. Now, granted, not all video game movies are bangers. But let's start with one of the most controversial ones. Super Mario Brothers. Basically had almost absolutely nothing to do with Mario Brothers itself other than a couple names and maybe a couple shout-outs here and there. But it was a fun film. Yes. Yeah. Was it bad? Sure. But just because it's a bad film doesn't mean it can't be fun. We're not always going for 10 out of 10s over here. Let's look at Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a cult fucking classic. I don't care what anybody tells me. It's not a great movie, but it's fun. It's just weird and entertaining.
Hush your mouth. Street Fighter's awesome.
Street Fighter's there you go. Street Fighter's a great movie.
It's a legend.
Let's look at other movies as of recently. Uncharted with Tom Holland. Very controversial pick in Tom Holland portraying Nathan Drake. It was a fun film. It was cool to see Tom Holland just be more Spider-Man in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? He was just a slick mouth American kid. That's basically what I got from his portrayal as Nate. You feel me? Let's look at the Tomb Raider movies with Angelina Jolie. The first one is actually pretty cool. The last one that just came out, not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Video game movies are just that. Video game movies. You don't need to go on a freaking tirade fucking talking about how bad this video game movie is. Okay? And then let's look at Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat had some freakishly bad flaws. Still a fun movie. There was no tournament in there. We would have loved to see a tournament.
Right?
And granted, the new one, 2021. Sorry. Thank you, Cap. Hey, we got to see some weird stuff there, but we also have to see some good stuff. When the battle of Scorpion and Sub-Zero carries that entire movie. And it's just fun.
When Kung Lao throws his hat down and does the fucking spinning hat fix out, that's pretty cool.
Bro, I am going to quote one of my favorite video game journalists in the industry. His name is Michael Huber. Great guy. And he says he's always talking about swimming in sevens. I think you guys heard me say that before. Where a 7 out of 10 is not a bad thing. Even a 6 out of 10 is not horrible. If you can if your cheesy movie can survive a 70 on Rotten Tomatoes, yo, you did okay. You did all right. If your Rotten Tomatoes score falls under maybe a 63, 62, maybe you got issues. But hey, video game movies are just that. Video game movies. There's no need to dissect them. There's no need to think about them too much. Just go to the movie and have a good time. Get you some popcorn. Get you a big soda. Maybe you can mix it in the Coca-Cola machines and do some weird fucking combinations. I know Toe, feel me on that.
Word.
You know what's funny? I was ready to like be like, get out of here, man. But again, I do not carry myself as a hypocrite. I love the movie Malignant. That is by no means a good movie. I can't like that movie and then just be that dispassionate about your argument.
I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. I know some of these movies are bad, but it's
it's almost like they're only bad because of the name.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I just experienced that with Resident Evil. If Resident Evil, the Netflix show, wasn't named Resident Evil, this will be top 3 in Netflix right now. I promise.
Yep.
Go have a good time. Yo, let's talk about the Resident Evil movies with Mila Jovovich. They got a little crazy, but part 1 was good.
Yeah, the first 2 are not that. The first one's good. The second one's not that bad.
And then the third one got a little crazy. Was that when they dropped Nemesis?
No, Nemesis was in 2.
Nemesis. The liquors look great in the Resident Evil films. The liquors look fantastic. It's a video game movie. Keep expectations low. Expect a nice 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, and enjoy. Swimming in sevens. Yo, there's movies that are 7s. There's video games that are 7s. There's things in life that could just be average. Some potato chips are just average. They're still delicious.
Yeah.
It's okay. Video game movies are always fun, even the bad ones. I'm done here.
All right. So mine is almost like Cab's.
The man of hot takes. Let me tell you.
Yes, a little bit of the opposite of Cabs, but also we're gonna have some beef here, because I figured the only way we're gonna go viral is if I start saying some controversial shit. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say some controversial shit that goes beyond controversial shit, because when I make sense of my controversial shit, people they don't understand. So I'm gonna still make sense because I'm passionate about this, but I haven't said this to anybody, and I'm gonna say it to y'all. My hot take about movies is people ever since like 2010, maybe even earlier, have made movies suck. The movies nowadays are fucking horrible. When you go to a movie theater and you walk out of it saying, I could have saw this shit on Netflix, it's a fucking bad movie. Like Cab said, it's supposed to be fun to go to the movies. It's not supposed to be compared to watching the shit at home. And the reason for that is for these fucking dumb fuck people that are too busy worrying about if a woman is on her menstrual fucking cycle in the goddamn movie, or if for the dawn of fucking time, women have been beating up Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy, the aliens, the predators, every other fucking monster you can think of. The only monster that a woman hasn't beat up yet was Jaws. But you got a problem when a 3D. Yeah, no, Jaws, yeah, okay. But you got a problem when a Native American woman beats up the fucking predator that was obviously there for the smoke and was not trained in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, he was an early build predator.
Yeah, he didn't know nothing about the slip and dip. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. But also, I'm gonna say it, and I know that no one has the balls to say it, but I'm gonna fucking say it. I love this movie franchise. I've seen every single movie at the movie theaters. I make it a mission to go and watch it, even if I go by myself. But the Fast and the Furious movie franchise has ruined movies.
Let's go! Let's go!
I'm sorry. When the fuck did the plot not have to make sense in a movie? Fast and the Furious 1 was a phenomenal fucking movie. It was a little loose where, you got race car drivers that and they're drag racers. By definition, they're drag racers. You go straight for a quarter mile. I don't know how those motherfuckers turn into expert fucking drivers driving underneath trucks and turning. A cheetah doesn't fucking turn. Okay? Let's just get the logic out of the way there. But they went from stealing VCRs and fighting over not ratting on an Asian dude to being super spies in space in a Corolla. The bar lowered. And I'm not talking about like lowered. No, it fell. You hear bing, 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 bing every time a fucking Fast and the Furious movie comes the fuck out. Kaz, you want to say something?
This is why video game movies are fun, because they're intended to be dumb and based on a freaking video game.
Yeah.
But I don't know where Fast and the Furious went. I stopped watching after Tokyo Drift.
Yo, bro, but the crazy, it's almost like if we put in enough fucking action, no one's gonna give a shit about the fact that we literally spent 20 years watching Fast and the Furious, and now all of a sudden Dominic Toretto has a fucking brother. Or how about this one? This is a good one. I think this is where the fucking start of the decline of actually having a fucking purpose and actually having a fucking story and actually doing a movie correct. I think Cap would agree with me. But Transformers 1 was nothing but look at that one shiny robot and then the white girl with no ass. Look at her ass.
With the weird thumbs.
We don't need Shia LaBeouf and this chick, I forgot her fucking name.
Megan Fox?
Megan Fox. We don't need Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox in a fucking Transformers movie. You know what we do need, though? Transformers. You know what else we need? A reason why they're here. You know what else we need? Action between the Transformers. You dropped the bar to the point where the bar shattered. It shattered. And now people, they're like, yo, there's no bar. All we need to do is 2 push-ups and we got a fucking movie out. And then what happens?
I actually enjoyed part 1.
No, it's enjoyable. I get it. But when you think about it, it's stupid. Sam Witty's grandfather's a fucking treasure hunter. Now you got glasses with a map and robot show. Nigga, please. And then you went worse. You went fast.
That was the problem. That was a problem with that movie. They just too much humans. Yeah. I would have been okay with a mechanic.
Yep.
and the little family that used to be there. It was the dad, the mechanic, and I think there was a little kid and a little chick used to walk around. There was like 3 humans and just a bunch of robots kicking ass. I would have been okay with that. And
then you go to part 2 and you get a fake Megan Fox. And then you said, fuck it, we can't find any more white girls that look this good. So let's get fucking Mark Wahlberg. Let's get Mark Wahlberg.
The one with the tail coming out of her ass. That's part 2, right?
Yeah, fucking bullshit. And then the crazy shit is this. Now, from Captain America, here goes another fucking hot take for you guys. From Captain, I'm going in order from when they started, right? From Captain America all the way to Endgame. I enjoyed every single one of those fucking Marvel movies. I don't think Captain America 1 was a bad movie. I actually fucking liked it. So, after that, after Endgame, they said, fuck it. We don't need to have a story for phase 4. Over there, phase 4 or 5?
4.
For phase 4, we don't need to have a story that adds to the 20-year story we just told y'all.
I'm gonna take off my headset until you're finished.
Okay. No. and then they go, fuck it. We're just gonna make Fast and the Furious fucking 9 with a wizard. Because Doctor Strange was all action and stupidity. It was all action and stupidity. To be honest with you, that whole shit where Homeboy's punch, where the Autolycus, that's his real fucking name, the King of Thieves from Xena and Hercules back in the day, the sci-fi fucking shit.
Bruce Campbell, for everybody else who's playing at home.
Yeah, for everybody else who's fucking stupid. Him punching himself in the face, not that fucking funny.
I didn't find that funny.
I didn't find it funny. You're lazy, writers. I didn't fucking find it funny. If he did it once or twice, all right, cool. Not for 3 weeks.
That's a callback to Raimi and
Evil
his
Dead.
whole. Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Wasn't funny. Wasn't funny.
I agree. And then to make it a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
I was even more upset after that.
Yeah. You wasted our lives with that shit. So all I'm saying is movies nowadays fucking suck. And they suck major balls. I can watch Casino and Bronx Tale and Goodfellas over and over and over again. I've done it plenty of times. There's no action in that movie. There's literally nothing but talking in that fucking movie. My man, Ray Liotta, literally looks at the camera and starts talking to us.
Rest in peace.
And it's a phenomenal movie. I'm watching a movie full of action like this. This shit's taking too fucking long.
Okay, so I have a question. For you.
Go ahead, please.
So, what is so appealing about John Wick then?
It was like The Raid.
What's so appealing about The Raid? The Raid is just action.
Yeah, it's just, but there was no bullshit. The Raid.
So there's no dragging.
Yeah, because no, it's not even that. The Raid told the story from the front to the back.
Mm-hmm.
There was no parts of that movie where there was like stupid shit. They never ever went where the guy was about to fucking fight in the hallway to a fucking a backstory of him with his wife and kid to try to get sympathy for him. Oh, he has a kid. Let's hope he doesn't die. No. There's niggas there. Fuck him up. We gotta survive. We know.
Smoke.
Yeah. We know the what they need to do is survive in this building. So what they did their best to survive in the fucking building.
Look, can I answer that one as well?
Yeah.
John Wick and The Raid. All right. whatever you want to say about the story, cool. Technical proficiency. To see John Wick and use his gun fu and legit 2 taps, 1 gone. Not wasted shots. We're doing reloads. We're not fucking nothing in that.
No
is
Rambo.
Yeah.
And the raid as well. The raid.
I love the
you can
raid,
watch
by
it,
the way.
And it's technical proficiency.
Yeah.
It gives you every moment of that movie gives you something to look at and something to go, damn, that was crisp.
Those fucking fight scenes last 15 minutes a pop sometimes.
Yeah, no, yeah,
it's
yeah.
so good. The kitchen fight? Get out of here.
My favorite fucking
Get
fight.
out of here.
My favorite
Get out of
fucking fight.
here.
I think that's in Raid 2. My favorite fight is the first time they fought Mad Dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they bought both Mad Dog.
Oh yeah. Yo, and now with John Wick. John Wick, everyone knows in that movie realm is the baddest motherfucker. Not because they told you, they showed you without him even being on screen. When John Leguizamo punches your son and go, "Why did you touch my son?"
Yeah.
He stole John Wick's car. Oh.
That sets up everything.
Let me go fuck this nigga.
That sets up everything.
Yes.
Although it was a ridiculous story piece, it kind of, in a weird way, also did enough. Like, we don't need any more story after that.
Oh, yeah.
After that, John Wick is just a badass.
Yep. And
like, yo, let me make a phone call to try and calm this shit down a little bit.
Yeah. There's no lazy writing. A lot of these fucking movies have lazy writing, and it's lazy writing that's trying to cover up nonsensical shit. Like fucking Vin Diesel. Oh, he never spoke about his brother, but he had one. My man, you literally lied to us the entire fucking 20 years he was here. Not even that he had a brother, because that could have been a stepbrother. That could have been somebody that when he got out of that he became friends with in jail. That you know, they went through some shit and then they just went their separate ways.
Yeah,
that could have been something.
It didn't have to be a brother. It didn't have to be.
Vincent in part 1 was his brother, and Vincent in part 5 was his brother. The same guy. That was his brother. Different mom, different pops, but because they've been through so much shit, he was family. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't Cena be the closest nigga that he ever had, and he turned his back on him? Why couldn't that be it? Why do you have to sit there and now we gotta watch you beat the shit out of this dude for no reason?
You lied to us.
Yeah, because the story was he killed your pops, and then you found him and you beat the shit out of him with a wrench and you almost killed him. But in the last movie, the story is your brother is a pussy and he wanted to hit him with a wrench, and he just said the wrong thing at the wrong time, and Dominic smacked him once with a wrench. Like, what? And then you find out your pops killed himself? Like, what? Come on, my nigga. Please with this shit. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Do you think that is a sign of just franchises going on too long?
No.
Or is it just lazy writing altogether?
I think it's the bare minimum. One, we do not have any more creative people in this world. This new generation is not creative at all, because when you look at any fucking social media, every single fucking thing is a different person doing the same shit. All these movies now are super duper action packed with ridiculous shit. I love Marvel because the Hulk is literally strong enough to destroy a fucking garage by stomping on it. Dominic Toretto is not. No man except for Steve Rogers can jump highways at 90 miles an hour and smack into another car and be perfectly fine with it.
I think we need to find you a good anime. You want some story mixed in with action and comedy all together? We need to get you a good anime. Yeah,
I want some fucking sense, bro. I want some fucking sense, because Uncharted was a pretty good movie, but it could have been way better. I know for a fact if you would have made that movie 10 years ago, regardless of the fucking the CGI and the technology and all that shit, that would have been a way better fucking movie. I
agree.
The story, the writing, and the way these people acted would have been a lot better. It makes no fucking sense that my man is hanging from fucking light posts in the richest fucking building in New York and isn't arrested or isn't hunted fucking down.
It's
Like,
a
how do you
video
get
game.
away
That's
with-
exactly what I'm saying, though. It's a video game. It's
No,
your hot take.
no,
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you hot take.
I understand that, but you see the lazy shit that's happening here.
I mean, Drake climbs all over shit in Uncharted.
No, I get it, but you see the lazy shit that's happening here. Like even I'm gonna do it. Even Wakanda 1. Look at the fucking graphics they did in that last fight scene.
Wakanda 1.
Yes, Wakanda 1. Black Panther, Wakanda 1. Look at the
Wakanada
fucking
1.
yes, Wakanada. Yeah, look at the fucking CGI they did in that fucking movie.
It's not great.
It was Matrix 3 level. Look at Matrix 4. Matrix 1 was a fucking breakthrough movie.
Banger.
Yo, it was the most revolutionized movie that we ever seen. It made people question if we're living in reality or not.
Yeah.
It made people question that shit. And then part 2 and 3, whatever anybody's opinion on it, it carried the fucking story. And it was, yo, dude, it was actually fucking pretty good. A lot of people say there was a lot of talking. I need to know what's happening.
I'm okay with the talk.
Yeah, I'm okay with talking as long as you're making fucking sense of it.
I've been saying it this whole podcast. I'm okay with the talking.
Yeah. And then Matrix 4 comes out, and now Trinity and Neo are the key and lock of the Matrix. No, please, no. No. And Mr. Smith is still around. No, you're lazy. You're fucking lazy. Sorry. You could have went in a whole different direction. You could have went somewhere else. These machines could have wiped Neo's memory and he could have lived with Trinity. And that could have been like one of those things like, yo, that's my payoff. I'm going to save this shit. Y'all going to make peace. And I'm going to I want to live with Trinity in the Matrix. I don't want to do this shit no more. That's the payoff. And then they could have just dragged him back out. You know, a rogue machine or whatever the fuck case may be. Something. Yo, but not that shit.
How cool and different would it have been had Neo made the deal? We squash all this shit. You put me back into La La Land, me and Trinity, and we're good. And then Bunny, or whatever the fuck her name was, Jessica Hedwig, pulls Neo out on what she thinks is important and fucks shit up because Neo's like, yo, what the fuck? I was done.
Yeah.
You brought me here for what?
When's the last time you watched like a movie with maybe not an original concept, but something that like really blew your mind that you're like, man, I have not seen anything like that. When's the last time that happened to you?
I think
honestly, for me, I think it was probably like Inception.
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say that Inception.
For me, it's Saw.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
The first Saw, dude. I was down in Florida.
It's like a grindhouse. It's like a grindhouse puzzler.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah.
I'm sitting. What do you call it? I'm sitting in the front area with my roommate, and the trailer came on, and I called Vin up because I didn't have a computer and we had one in the living room. I'm like, yo, Vin, what is Saw about? And he told me, and I was telling my roommate, I was like, yo, you want to go watch this? So we went to the theater, we watched it, and I came out mad as fuck. And my boy was like, yo, that movie was good. Why are you mad? And I looked at him and said, because if you gave me a chance, that's the movie I would have made. That's the exact movie I would have made.
They took it from me.
Word.
Okay, before we continue, sorry, because now you just opened up another thing.
Yeah.
What is the craziest thing you've seen in the Saw franchise? I'm going to go first. So there's a lot of crazy deaths in the Saw franchise. But as soon as you just said Saw right now, the first thing I did was grab onto my fist. Because there's one thing in Saw that I've seen such crazy shit. The mechanism that homie's on that just turns and turns and turns and his whole fucking bone structure is destroyed, that's crazy. But the one thing that just lives in my head rent free. And anytime somebody mentions it, I grab onto my like hand is when everybody had to put their hands in the thing and the saw is splitting down your hand. Homegirl comes out doing the flying V with her fucking arm. Dude. And close second when homegirl kicks Donnie Wahlberg's ankle. And that shit just, I said, it was already broken. And she just goes, I said, nah, Saw is crazy. Good call, Cap. That's a good call.
So nothing in there like
I'm
none
a
of the
pussy.
traps and all that stuck with me because I went in going after the first one. I went in going, all right, this is supposed to be uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
So I prepared myself, so I'm cool with it. The one thing that will stick with me forever. There's a story, and then there's the actual movie part. The movie in Saw 2, when Jigsaw was telling him, all you have to do is just give me time.
Yeah.
And the son was in the safe.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's the greatest fucking thing. That to me, that was better than him being in the room dead from the first.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole.
And then
Yeah.
My other story that will always stick with me. I'm watching Jigsaw, and I don't give a shit. I love all the fucking Saw movies. I'm watching Jigsaw, and there's like 3 other people in the theater, and I'm watching it, and I do what I normally do. I'm going through my head. I'm trying to figure it out, and about 30 minutes into the movie, I audibly out loud went, "I got it! I got it! I figured it out." Forgetting that there was other people in there, and they all looked at me, and I was like, "I got it."
Sorry. That's good. What's the craziest shit you've seen in Saw, Toe?
Shit. Oh man.
I don't even think you've seen all of them.
I've seen most of them. I know the one where the girl had to make the choice, and that shit was swinging. The pendulum was swinging, and she's like, "Oh, I like this guy," and it's killing the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the dude, like, I think they was like, "Fuck her," and they just killed her.
Yeah.
That was one of those, yo, my man.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
crazy.
this bitch.
Yeah.
Yo, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
What
Yo,
about
that's
when
so.
And
It's
part
so
2,
funny.
when the big dude cut his own number off his neck.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yo, what stuck with me was when I forgot which one it was. When there was a fucking pool full of needles.
Oh.
And the guy said,
Part
"Yo,
2.
fuck." He's like, "Yo, fuck this," and he picked the girl up and threw her in there. He's like, "You're
Yeah.
a drug addict." Yo, and she was getting stuck by all the needles. It
She was like,
oh,
that
shit.
part. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of needles, but I was like, "Oh no, that's not good. I don't think that's good."
There
That's
was
not-
like, I think there was like shards of glass in there too. There was like
Yeah.
a lot of pointy objects in there, not just needles.
yeah, some crazy shit going on. But you see the thinking behind that? Like even Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street was a bunch of talking, but it's something I can gravitate to. I'm like, you're telling me a story. I want to be interested in this story. I want to see where the story leads. Yes, we all know what happened, but I want to hear it from you. It's like when you're like, yo, how come y'all niggas ain't talking no more? Oh, it's a long story. But then when you hear the story, like,
Yo,
Hold
she
on,
was
wait.
mad entertaining.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what? She slept with your mate? What? And they was like, I ain't do. Oh, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I want to see. I don't want to fucking sit there and fucking listen to somebody just complain. To me, like, it's like if I'm out of it, I'm out of it. The worst part of Batman was when they started talking. The new Batman, when they went into the fucking stadium and all that other
The
shit.
stadium. Cut
When
that
he-
whole third act out, please.
When he started talking to the Riddler, and the Riddler was telling him what's happening, and he still doesn't figure it out, and then he does his fake detective work where really he doesn't know shit, but a street cop is telling him, "Oh, that's for carpets." Wait, what? He's like, yeah, like the world's greatest detective can't figure out a fucking tool, but then you got the dumb cop that's helping him. The dumb cop saved the day to me. The minute they started talking, I was like, yo, this is stupid. I watched it more than once, and the whole story shit with Catwoman and her girlfriend, I was like, yo, this is really stupid. You're mad because Batman doesn't want to help you. Yeah, you're mad.
Take.
Yeah, you're mad because Batman doesn't want to help you, but you got plenty of time to drink milk. Bitch,
She
Your
grabbed
girl-
a drink.
she grabbed. Yo, no, she was chilling.
I
She was
hate that.
chilling in the house.
I hate that she grabbed milk. You
Yeah.
could have grabbed water. It's fine.
Yeah,
I think you're mad that she grabbed the milk. Because if you needed she needed something to drink. You know, people need to drink.
It's
I hear you.
Catwoman. Why would she not grab milk?
I hear you.
I don't know, man. Maybe you don't have to make her too Catwoman. I mean, it was weird. It didn't bother me as much as it bothered so clearly.
No, yo,
you could have grabbed the whiskey.
Yeah,
maybe.
And I don't like the fact that this motherfucker knew from day one he couldn't make connections with people because of what he does, and he's resenting fucking Alfred, but he's falling in love with fucking Selena Kyle, which I do know he does. But even in the fucking cartoon, the comics, he's willing to sacrifice that shit because Batman is a cold-blooded motherfucker.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we literally saw a child be Batman. And the more I watch, it's not like Watchmen. Watchmen, I hated the first time I saw it. The more I saw it, the more I was like, okay, I get it. I can watch this movie. The more I watch Batman, the more pissed off I am. I can't. And it's lazy fucking writing. DC is lazy fucking writing. Justice League sucked. Batman vs. Superman sucked. Wonder Woman 2 sucked. This new Flash sucked. It didn't even come out yet, but I know it fucking sucked.
Hot take, Ben Affleck is a great Batman, though.
That's not a hot...
That
would have been a hot take before the movie.
Yo, I tell you one thing.
I don't know. People don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. I see it a lot online.
Ben Affleck, great Batman. Yeah. Horrible Bruce Wayne. No one can write Bruce Wayne. No one can write Bruce Wayne. And the fucked up thing is, this is why I say you're lazy fucks, because why can't you separate them? Why can't you write Bruce Wayne as a separate actor, as a separate fucking character, and Batman as a separate character? They do it in the fucking comics. It's called a fucking alter ego for a reason. He had some personality and a reason to exist in the cartoon. He has no reason to exist in any other fucking Batman movies.
Yo, you want an example, a lovely example of lazy writing, as brought up by Toe just now? Wonder Woman 84. Grant you any wish you want. Why didn't Steve Trevor just come back? It's a wish. Why did he have to inhabit the body of a completely different man, and then only Wonder Woman saw that man? What fucking wish was that?
I don't even think that's lazy writing. That's under it as stupid writing. That's just dumb, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
Good point, Cap. That was really stupid.
Yo, you want your mother... but they gave themselves a reason to have it. This gives you whatever wish you want.
Oh, and another stupid thing. I wish I could be like Wonder Woman. I can make you even better. Here goes a fucking cheetah.
Here, go be a cheetah. Wait.
What? I've never seen Wonder Woman get an ass kicked by a cheetah before.
It's that whole thing of, be careful what you wish for. That's the message but it's not.
I get it. And I know
it's very meh.
Yeah, I get it. I know she's supposed to be Cheechantress from the comics, but there could have been a better way to fucking do that. Not everything needed to come from that wish. Maybe she was like experimenting on some cheetah shit, or she just loved cheetahs like Catwoman.
She just loved cheetahs.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been more acceptable than a fucking grown man going, I can give you more power than Wonder Woman. Than Wonder Woman. I'm gonna make you a cheetah.
She loves cheetahs.
Come on, you fucking pervert. I'm gonna make you a cheetah.
Everybody knows
kitty cat.
Read the comments that cheetah looks like that normally.
No, I get it.
No. What I'm saying is, what if she looked like that, and then her wish was to look normal so that she can get close to Wonder Woman to kill her, because a big cat lady is a little too fucking obvious. Come on.
Yeah, right? Maybe, we don't have PhDs in writing degrees, but how can we fix your problem? You see, this is when you have lazy writers and stupid fucks. You can no longer, I think you should be fired if you threaten someone's job because they disagree with you. Someone had to have read that script and go, this is stupid. I'm your boss, right? Oh, it's Hercules. No, fuck you. This is stupid. Whether I'm fired or not, this is stupid.
You know how many times that actually happens, though, and you just don't hear about it? I'm pretty sure every time they do some control, some quality assurance, they're like, yo, this is pretty fucking dumb. There's always a toe tags. There's always a cap in there. There's always someone questioning shit. But They don't have power. They don't have power.
I'll give you an example where they did have power. We're no longer getting Batgirl.
Yeah.
Apparently, somebody saw that and went, "Nope, this ain't working."
Yo, I'm with it. I'm with it. You know, I do like this weird world that we're in, where fans get a say a lot of the times too. I think it's very impressive how the internet got together to switch up that Sonic.
Yeah,
Sonic design. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was.
Now fans could also lead. Fans could also lead to some dumb shit. I get it.
Yep.
I get it. But when we all band together for the good, I like that. That's what I like to remember.
Well, because fans of Sonic banded together and said, "You're not giving me this shit.
I'm not watching this shit."
Yeah. It's the problem when non-fans have a fucking voice.
Yo, but the thing is, that's again the idiots in charge of Hollywood.
The suits.
Who the fuck wanted to make a movie about a character with a specific look and then change him that drastically?
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, let's make him humanoid. Let's make him humanoid so that we can relate. No, the man loves chili dogs. He's a kid who loves chili dogs. That's man relatable.
We used him to play a video game for 20, 30 years.
That's the relation. That's the relation.
To him. He's family.
Yeah.
Don't touch him.
Yo,
Don't touch him.
He's already humanoid. He walks on 2 legs.
Yeah.
He talks English. He
runs.
You don't need to make him tall and weird. He looked like Snoop Dogg with a bad costume of Sonic on. It was horrendous.
Yeah,
the
Wish version of Sonic.
If you guys watch the Rescue Rangers movie on Disney Plus, that was a great use of the ugly Sonic.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
That was an amazing use.
I need to watch that because I heard it's like super memey, the Sonic in there. Yeah, that's funny. He still lives. He still lives. That's the funny part. He still lives. But I mean, I think as a whole, that's kind of what we're talking about. Like, you can get in where you fit in, of course. Just don't try to force shit. They're like, okay, you don't want this Sonic? We'll make him a meme then. And they found the place for him.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to do or try something interesting. I mean, it may fail in this climate of people who are now trying to consume media, but try something interesting. Just try it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Look at I didn't get to see the movie yet, but Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you look at the trailer, that movie looks bananas crazy. But I've heard that this is on the list of everybody's fucking best movie of the year. Even my boy Jay, who saw it, said it was his best movie of the year.
Dang. Hey, Captain America, put it on the list.
Yeah, that's it.
Put it on the list.
Yeah, I can't. And my other hot take is, if you're gonna make something that has historical documentation, whether it be a comic book, history, fucking a game, a book, anything, go based off of what the fuck is written. You can change things.
There's some examples. Yeah, there's some examples.
You can change stuff here and there. Like in It, we didn't need the part where she gets raped by everybody.
Yeah,
we don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That's in the book, but we don't need that. We don't need that. But if we're gonna do Batman versus Superman, let's not make Doomsday a fucking Ninja Turtle. How about that one? We know what he looks like. Go with what he looks like.
Mecha Doomsday. Well, kind of like the weird iteration, like half body thing that they did with him.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the evil turtle.
A Tokar and Razor?
No, the one with the evil turtle. Goddamn! I literally just played this video game. The with the spiky stuff.
Oh,
it was an evil turtle. But you know, it was cool. Now you know what? I like sometimes when you mess with history like that. Obviously, if you do it correctly, in Assassin's Creed, the video games, they like to go back in time at different time periods, and they use a lot of historical figures. And I do like how they implement some of these historical figures into their story. For example, in Assassin's Creed 2, the main character is Italian, Ezio Auditore da Firenze, and he used to get weapons made from Leonardo da Vinci. So in Assassin's Creed, Leonardo da Vinci is still an artist. He paints, but on the side, he's making weapons for the Brotherhood of Assassins. I think that shit is super cool. So it could go either way, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You could nuance. You know, Cap cannot stop talking about it. It's a great point every time. He says it all the time. Nuance is important.
Yeah.
How do we use these things? How do we do these things? How do we mesh them into situations? And there's certain ways to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like, Thor Ragnarok is a lot of people's favorite fucking Thor, which is it's the best Thor out of the three. If I had to pick, but also you took from a story from another character.
You're never gonna let it go.
I'm never gonna let that go.
We're gonna get your World Breaker Hulk is coming after She-Hulk. I promise. I promise.
You're telling me that there's no other story of fucking Thor that you could have said? Like they didn't already went through Ragnarok in fucking Thor. You had visions of Ragnarok in another fucking movie. What was it in Avengers 2? Age of Ultron? And nothing of that happened. Like, come on, bro. Lazy fucking writing.
By the way, I didn't see this. RKA said, I heard Tom Holland is going to be the next Ben 10. I'm okay with that. But Tom Holland, he just came out saying that he's taking a break from social media and he's still considering taking a break from acting.
He's still a young kid, right?
I mean, yeah, he's 25.
Something like that. He said he never went to high school or something.
Yeah, you can take a year or two off and come back.
Spider-Man's always going to be there.
You don't like, there's very impressive child actors, but some of the best actors of our time are like, in their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
You have that a lot. So I'm okay. Take your break, Tom Holland. You've been working hard, kid. You've been working hard.
Yeah.
Spider-Man took it out of you, and then you went and did Nathan Drake, which is literally a stunt movie.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Holland, I love you, but you got that role because of your acrobatics. And I can say the same thing about Spider-Man. I love you, Tom Holland, but your resume definitely helped you a lot with these movies, and they've been using that aspect of you, and you need a break, my dude. Go take a break. Go chill with Zendaya. Go fucking get lost somewhere. Maybe make some babies. Who knows?
Fuck it.
Enjoy it. Enjoy life, man. You deserve it, B. You deserve it, Tom.
And you know what's crazy? Like the liberties they took with Spider-Man, I wasn't even mad at because he's still Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch Spider-Man do some shit, it's like, this isn't really necessarily comic book accurate, the story they're telling, but that is Spider-Man. I can accept that. When
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah, when you sit there and go, the Hulk ain't white and small humanoid with blonde hair and one eye. Why is this man playing in Planet Hulk? Why is this man the Hulk?
Let it go. Let it go.
You know what I'm saying? But
you're gonna get it. You're gonna get your World Breaker Hulk. I promise you.
But then also, the first Thor, it was an immature bloodlust kid.
Yeah.
That wanted to just go to war and didn't give a shit about nobody. Spoiled. He learned his lesson. He learned how to be a hero, somebody worthy of Moliere. You're telling me that all the character change that he made and then went back to being a stupid fuck, he's still worthy of Moliere?
I mean, you could be stupid and still be worthy. But I know what you're saying. It's just the whole character arc that we've built on this fun, lovable character. Let's be honest. It started rough, but then we really got on his side, right? Yeah. For you to just take that all away for the sake of a few jokes is ridiculous.
I honestly think when he found out he was still worthy of Moliere at Endgame, that should have been it. That should have been him going, I'm fucked up, but I'm still the same man that I was.
Let's turn a new, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why is this man still fucking lost? He should have been fine. And then when Jane was Thor, he was like, I don't have a connection to Moliere. Like, you know
Is
what
it
I'm saying? Like,
Moliere or Mjolnir? Because I hear you both say
Mjolnir.
Moliere. It's
it's
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, so Mew Mew. But
Mew
you know what I'm
Mew.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Jonathan is the name.
Yes,
Jonathan.
yes.
But
But
we have heavy accents. So.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because I hear both of you say Moliere, and I'm like, fuck, am I wrong? Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
No,
am I saying it
yeah.
wrong? But Moliere
No,
and
it's not.
Mjolnir is literally the same thing, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, potato. But
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't need to be stupid all the fucking time. When you already showed this man was smart. He arrogant, yes.
You can be arrogant. That's fine.
Overconfident, yes.
Perfect.
Stupid, no. You just served with fucking Captain America. You literally fought with Captain America almost to the death on Thanos. You're telling me none of that rubbed off on you? None of that. You watched Tony Stark fucking die to bring half the population back. Hulk mess up his arm. You fucking grew mentally, emotionally. You killed an unarmed man in cold blood, and you got past that with your mom's help. You got to be able to speak to your mom at a time when no one gets to speak to someone.
What an incredible fucking scene.
Yes.
I still can't get enough of that shit.
Yes. Bro. And the only thing you took away from that was just still be stupid. And now you're supposed to be the father of some fucking girl? Come on, bro.
Join us next week for our She-Hulk podcast.
Yeah, but Ty Cuckoo Tickawini, get him out of get him out. Yeah, no, that's true. Another hot take, Ty Cuckoo Tickawini, no more Marvel movies for you, bro.
Yeah, take a break. Take a break.
You lost your fucking card.
Take a break.
Go do DC. You want to fuck some shit up?
Do we feel the same way about Sam Raimi?
No. So
what?
Here's the thing. Sam Raimi didn't fail Doctor Strange.
I don't think so either.
The name of the movie and the buzz around it failed Doctor Strange. Because if you would have just called it Doctor Strange 2, we would have had no problem with it.
Yeah.
You call it Multiverse of Madness. You tease that this dude, Patrick Stewart, is Professor X again. You show Captain Carter's shield. Now we go, who else is coming in this? Oh, 3 more people?
With the dumbest kill in the world.
Yeah, like the Illuminati shows up. All right, who else? No one? No one else. In a multiverse of madness. No one else? Okay.
But
what if we get the Illuminati again? What if we get the
They showed us paint.
What if we get the Illuminati again and we see them go throughout the whole World Breaker Hulk run how they originally did? Now, what if we see that?
We already have the perfect Illuminati in the Illuminatis.
The Illuminatis, yes! Give me all of the Illuminatis you can. That was good. That was great stuff. I love the Illuminatis. So, let's get some more of that.
Before we jump into She-Hulk, the rights are reportedly reverting back to Marvel for the Hulk in 2023 from Universal. Which, by the way, when we get into She-Hulk and I go into my notes, there's a very interesting thing about the start of She-Hulk that I'm gonna add.
With all of the contract stuff and the Bruce Banner and the Lou Ferrigno show, very interesting. Very interesting stuff. You know, I love all that contract shit. I swear to God, the only reason She-Hulk exists is straight spite. It's so funny, man. Yo, the contractual stuff behind all of these comics is so interesting. Cap, I can't wait for you to get into that. Super funny. Savage She-Hulk. Oof. I showed this earlier to Toe. So when I was going to the gym. I was like 14, 15. I ended up getting this card. She-Hulk does not look great here, but she's lifting 4,000 pounds. And in the back, it says, originally, I wanted to do a courtroom scene to show She-Hulk as a lawyer wearing a nice Armani suit and carrying a briefcase. I thought a giant green lawyer would be a striking visual, but I realized that a woman in a suit isn't exactly exciting superhero card. So we get that. One of my favorite cards. She doesn't like, I don't like her design as much as I like her face, but I do like the fact that she's carrying that. It's a real nice card. I love the background. One of my favorite cards. And this shit made me look into all of Hulk, and they actually wanted to put She-Hulk in the Lou Ferrigno show. But again, contract shit.
Well, I'll explain what happened.
Please.
All right. I mean, yo, let's get into it. Well, we're gonna talk about She-Hulk now. We're gonna get to know the character, and then we're gonna lead into some stuff on the show. Hopefully, no spoilers, but we're gonna talk about the show, and we're gonna reiterate the big fuck you to everyone that has a problem that she's a woman.
I'm just gonna address that now.
No. We're gonna address that multiple times throughout this fucking podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to it.
Yeah. There's gonna be plenty of fuck you breaks.
That's gonna be our rest station. Yeah,
Yes,
it's gonna be our rest station.
In the
That's
middle
where
of
we're gonna go
somebody's
refill
thought.
the Pokeballs.
Yeah, word. Yeah, that's where we're going. But Cap, let's take it away with the origination of She-Hulk.
All
Let's get it.
Do you want me to go into the whole history, or just
Start with who she is, Savage She-Hulk, and then all of the contract stuff with the show.
So, back in the late 70s, early 80s, they Universal Studios, NBC, they had the rights to do the Hulk television show. This with Lou Ferrigno and Bigsby. Right? Funny enough, they changed his name to David Banner because they thought Bruce was an effeminate name and was not straight enough. So he was David Banner in the show. So running congruently with that show, there was the $6 Million Man. The $6 Million Man starred Steve Rogers.
Steve Austin.
He was a man who died, and they literally put machine parts in him, and it cost $1 million to do it.
Great intro.
Or $6 million, whatever it was. So they found success with that show. Then they did a spinoff with The Bionic Woman, where it was the same thing happened, but this time it was a woman.
Good show.
So the Hulk show was doing great numbers, and Universal Studios wanted to do a spinoff with the female character and do She-Hulk. Stan Lee heard that and went, no. We can't keep giving the rights away to our characters. So Stan Lee and I'm gonna butcher this name, but John Buscema.
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce
Buscema? It. Yeah, Buscema.
Yeah, let's go to Buscema.
Yeah, I apologize if that's the incorrect thing. They came around, and they had no intentions of making this character until they heard that Universal wanted it. So they wrote this character, Savage She-Hulk,
in like 3 days. In like 3 days, apparently. It was quick. Yeah. They just bam.
So that Marvel retained the rights to the character. And because of that, she was not allowed to be in the Hulk TV show. And if you want to know why the Hulk doesn't get his own shit, it's because Universal has owned the rights to the Hulk since back in the 70s and 80s when they did that TV show. So that's where she got her start. She's the reverse Harley Quinn, where Harley Quinn was in the show first and then got into the comics. They wrote her in the comics to prevent her from being her own character in the show.
I love all that shit. And Savage She-Hulk is funny because I think Stan Lee basically wrote the concept. I think he wrote the first 2-3 issues and then just bounced. You're like, okay, we did enough to keep this character. Now I'm out. Which is kind of a good thing and bad thing for She-Hulk, because like She-Hulk never really found her place. It's a little sad. She bounced around from multiple teams. She had a decent run. Her first run was like 30, 40 issues, something like that. And then she had another run somewhere else. She was with the Fantastic Four. Poor girl never really like found her footing.
So there's a whole bunch of reasons for that.
Yeah.
So they did the run. I'm trying to get the names here because I want to actually credit the people who there you go. So they did the first run, and the book wasn't selling as good as they would hope. So they actually gave the character, like, they stopped printing the books, and then they gave the character, or from what the history I've read, like, they called it the second wave of feminism, came in and wanted more seriousness with the characters, because her first run was literally just her trying to figure out how to live in this. She's a Hulk. She's not, because
it was more reminiscent of like a real Hulk, where she like at first she would just kind of lose control. And like she wasn't always this calm and cool and like aware of herself. Like it used to be a real Bruce Banner situation where she would fucking lose it and like Hulk out. Yeah.
So I mean, I can get into a little bit of the first comic run if you guys want, or you want me to just do
your thing, bro.
Oh, yeah, get into the first. Let's see how she got her powers. And
so when Stan Lee and John wrote her, they made her a cousin of Bruce Banner, and they actually made it that growing up they were tight. They were like brother and sister. And then when they grew up, they each had their own thing. She wanted to be a lawyer. He wanted to be a scientist. So they sparred ways. But when they reunited, they picked up right where they left off. So She-Hulk actually was working on a case, and she was trying to convict this guy named Nick Trask.
Some crime mob.
Of crime, yeah. So
for killing her mother.
Killing somebody.
No, from what I heard, it was her mom died in a car accident, and she said that he did it, so she was investigating him for that. And since Bruce was on the run from the government, he always confided in her because that was his cousin, but also she would be his lawyer whenever he got caught.
That's a good thing to bring up. They are that so close that Bruce, Jennifer Walters, is She-Hulk. Bruce, she was the first person that Bruce told, "I am the Hulk." She knew before anybody else. So as she's trying to convict Trask sent some hitmen out to kill her.
Bam.
Yeah, she gets shot. Bruce, doesn't change into Hulk, but does what he has to do. He can't get the ambulance won't get to them in time, so he took her to a hospital. And then because she lost so much blood, he gave her his blood in a transfusion. Thinking that she would be fine, he left. He just left her in the care of the hospital. Well, Trask found out she's still alive, sent his men back in. When they went to attack her, her first transformation happened. And everything happened so quick that she changed, dealt with everything, beat the shit out of everybody. Her adrenaline stopped, and she reverted back to Jen. And she snuck back into a room, and nobody knew that she went missing, or that she was the She-Hulk.
Comics are great.
Yep.
So then after that, they do their whole run, and it's just trying to make sure I get everything straight because I don't want to miss something like I did last time. So after that, the book wasn't really selling too much, and like I said, the second wave of feminism hit, and they wanted the female characters to be to do more, have more, say more. So then they gave this to David Anthony Kraft, who was the writer. Then, damn, with these names, man. Mike Vogts. Sorry, I can't pronounce these names.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, sorry.
Mike V. We know you know who you are.
Yeah, I'd much rather not butcher your name than to, out of respect. And then the other, so Mike was the pencilist, and then the inker was Frank Springer. And the funny thing with those two guys is they both were renowned for drawing female characters. And they said for some reason when they got together and drew She-Hulk, they just never, for some reason, she never came out like a swimsuit model. Because in the early versions, there was a little more masculine features in the face when she changed. So they gave it to them, and they came up with a thing where so they came up with making her more serious, but in some of the lighthearted tones, because David the Kraft was actually a children's book writer before he came over. So he was able to like make her more serious and pretty much keep some of the lightheartedness in there, so it wasn't all shit. But again, she wasn't hitting as hard as the she wasn't hitting as hard as the Hulk. So they were like, all right, how do we make her different? They gave her a blood disease. Yeah, that goes back even further than that.
I'm sorry, but that looks badass. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it does.
I love it.
They weren't saying it like in a bad way.
Sure.
But they just thought that was amongst themselves. They
So
thought
look at the sensational She-Hulk. That was like when she really started like getting into her way.
Yeah,
to the left, the pink cover to that one. That's when she started getting into her way.
Yeah. So what happened was these guys came up with a storyline where she had a blood disease. And she, what do you call it? It had nothing to do with the camera.
Did you write that comic? The Thing?
Yes.
Did you write that?
Yes.
That's your fantasy right there.
Yeah. That's me.
My bad, Cap. My bad.
Yo, paint Sasha Banks green, and that's us. We'll redo the
my bad,
the
Cap.
cover.
My bad. That's too funny. I couldn't resist.
So she had a blood disease, and when you have a blood disease in Marvel Comics, let's see if you guys know, who would you go to?
Bruce Banner.
No,
to Richards?
I'll give you a hint. They attempted to do a good movie.
Oh yeah, because the Celestials like got involved with her. Am I mistaken on that? I'm pretty sure it was one of the motherfuckers.
So this is Morbius.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They do the Celestials do bring her back at one point. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
So she goes to Morbius, who by this time is already the vampire.
Yeah.
And they plead with him to help save her, and he had already made something of a cure for himself, but he decided to give it to her. And when they gave it to her, it cured her disease, but she was now fully in control.
Yeah.
Of her switching, of whenever she wanted to switch, and she actually stayed most of her time as She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Because, so the way they depict it is,
I love this character.
Had like a good upbringing. So she was like, yo, this is just a confidence boost for me. Where Bruce had a horrible upbringing and he didn't have a good childhood. So the Hulk is nothing but fear for him. That's why they're always at odds, because it represents something completely different to him. Where she's just like, yo, this is fucking awesome.
It got to the point where she was like more She-Hulk with an occasional change into Jen. until
she'd
all the
show up.
lawyer stuff came later, and she kind of make like, my bad. I'll let you keep going.
No.
My fault.
Doug, we're
Yeah.
all in this together. So she began living her life as She-Hulk. Once again, the comics didn't sell, so they cut the run. But they did something. What they do with people who they can't do individual comics.
Put them in
They
a
put her
group.
in the Avengers.
Yeah.
In the Avengers, she became immensely popular.
Yeah.
So popular that when they decided to switch up the Fantastic Four for the first time, they took the Thing out and they put her in.
Do you know why they took the Thing out?
And I like her blue short suit. The
Yeah.
short suits that she got, the track suit, the blue one, looks really good on her.
Do you know why they took the Thing out?
No.
Because after Secret War,
Yeah.
Yes.
he had to deal with personal issues, and he left to go handle his personal issues and his mental stability and all that. So she took his place for that.
Yeah. Which in Secret Wars, she almost leveled the playing field. She's not as strong as the Hulk, but she doesn't have to hold back because she's not afraid. So in some cases, she's more effective because she's normal. She's not a rage monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she went into the
And
the Fantastic Four.
she also agreed with Tony during Civil War.
Civil War.
And she was actually like the lawyers for most of the people on that side.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
So she went on to great success. Then they wanted to do another run. So in 1989, all right, all that shit happened. Secret Wars, she went into Fantastic Four. In 1989, they gave another group of people a chance to do a solo run. This is where she was more lawyer. And I think this is where we're going to get for the show. Yes,
100%.
She's just a lawyer, living a normal life, occasionally fighting bad guys that she couldn't, that she had to deal with. I don't think I have the names for the people. Oh yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I apologize for the
she's kicking and taking ass because she gets a little promiscuous. She gets a little, she's like,
guys,
yo, I want to be normal. Like I just, I want to fall in love. Like I want to, meet someone. Yeah.
Word.
This was a lot of history to go through,
and I was here this whole time.
Having all the names.
No. You're doing great.
This run is where we get the satire to comics. The whole she's embraced herself. Where like, yo, screw it. I'm horny. I want to do somebody who don't want to do all this.
Like she used her sexuality in an empowering way.
Yeah.
And I go for it. Go for it, girl. Your big green ass. Go for it.
Hell yeah.
So calm down.
So now,
you take her out to Gamora. We're going on a double date. Me and Gamora, you and She-Hulk.
That's it. And Nebula will be there also. Fuck it. We ain't gotta. We regulate every shade of that.
She could drive.
Yeah. Shit.
Here's the funny thing. In this run, she had some of the dumbest villains. Like that dude who wore a bell on his head and some stupid shit because it wasn't meant to be like serious. It was just she was a lawyer and then some stupid random fuck would come up and she'd fuck him up and then go back to being a lawyer. So she wound up working for the DA. And she came across this lady, Lucy Madison, who was a former hero called the Blonde Phantom. She's important to this because that lady, back in 1989, that character knew she was in a comic book. And she wanted She-Hulk. She wanted to be in the She-Hulk comics and She-Hulk's life because she knew that if she's in a comic, she doesn't age. she doesn't die, she doesn't get forgotten.
Oh, okay.
And her relationship with She-Hulk is what made She-Hulk be able to break the fourth wall.
Way before Deadpool, y'all. Calm it down. Calm it.
Again,
we said this last episode, Cap. Remember, calm it down, everybody.
And again,
I think this is one of those fuck you moments for everybody that's mad at She-Hulk because she did it first, but she's a woman.
MCU, all of that shit. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? God forbid a woman gets a strong lead role. God fucking forbid.
Yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
For real.
For anybody who's playing the home game and wants to impress people at a party with this knowledge, again, She-Hulk can break the fourth wall and talk to the audience. Deadpool is hyper aware. So where She-Hulk can turn around and she knows that we're reading her, Deadpool knows that this is a comic book, to where he can tell the writer, hey, I'm pinned down, erase that dude.
Yeah.
And then the writer will erase him. Or I need to get from here to there, he'll just jump the panel. Because hyper aware.
Reminds me of that Sega Genesis game, Comic Zone. Where it's like a whole comic strip, and you see like a hand drawing enemies out, and you jump over to the next page. Good game, difficult as fuck. Too difficult.
Word. Comic Zone creators, you made it too hard, sons of bitches.
Too difficult, but great game.
Yeah.
Great showpiece of the Sega Genesis.
Word.
Good music too. Great game.
Word. Oh, and by the way, Cavs, I bought the Spider-Man game. I started playing it over the weekend.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, 10, 15 minutes before the episode's out. Trust me, I've been dying to ask.
All right, cool. Go ahead. Yeah.
So that's when she gets all the fourth wall breaking, her liberation, and all that shit. And then, as Toe brought up, once again, they put her into supporting roles because the comics were doing good, but not good enough. And so what happened was Joe Quesada, who was a longtime editor for Marvel, he came in and went with the old school way of thinking, where if a character didn't sell enough comics, they no longer got their own individual run.
But put them in a group somewhere.
Yeah. So she did the supporting role. She was actually so the Hulk, by the time Civil War happens, the Hulk was shot off into space, doing his own thing. Wanda, in Avengers Disassemble, Wanda thought the Avengers killed her kids. And again, the kids aren't real. So Wanda, you guys remember Age of Ultron when Wanda fucked with the Hulk and sent him rampaging?
Yes.
She did the same shit to Jen in Disassemble and sent her rampaging. And then after that, when she got calmed down, she actually went to therapy to get her mind back and her mental state back. And she immediately sided with Iron Man, signed the Sokovia Accords, or not the, in the...
I know what you mean. We know what you mean.
In the comics, she signed up for the Hero Registration Act. And she, like Toe said, became a lawyer for all heroes and villains who wanted to either turn themselves in or wanted to become part of the Hero Registration Act.
And she mainly worked with the heroes for hire a lot of the time while dating Luke Cage. Shout out to Luke Cage. That brother knows how to pick him. Shout out to Luke Cage.
Word.
Which, by the way, in the comics, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, they're together. They have a kid. Jessica Jones is actually one of She-Hulk's best friends in the comics. Now, I don't want to get all fucking multiverse of madness and
pie in the sky. Give it to me. Give it to me, Cap. Give it to me,
that
Cap.
funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff.
Yo, there is a way. There is already a reason to bring back Christian Renner and the dude who plays Luke Cage. I'm not familiar with his name.
I got you right now.
For anybody who's listening at home, I'm military, and all I ever had to say was yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. Yeah. So names are not my forte. And I just want to point that out there because it's not that I don't care. It's just it's hard for me to remember.
To be fair, Cap, there's been people saying names their whole lives and are still bad with names. So you get a pass.
Mike Coulter,
right?
Yeah, Mike Coulter.
There you go. You just need to hear that first syllable,
yeah.
and you already know.
So there is a way that they can bring him in, and it will be completely natural and not forced.
I know you're not gonna like this, Cap. I know you're not gonna like this, but I remember after Eternals, we spoke about a certain cameo at the end of the movie, Eros, Star Fox, Thanos' brother, and maybe we could see him. I mean, it's a reach. But
that's got to be a season 2 thing.
Okay, cool. Because in the comics, he did. Because by the way, we said it before. Eros, kind of a jerk, kind of a perv, kind of a dick. Does not treat women well. So like, she's defending him after some shit that he did, and he uses his magical powers on her, and they end up dating and fucking, and then she realizes it. It's a crazy, weird situation. I don't know if they want to do that in the MCU, but hopefully we can see him. Because what the hell is he doing out there?
That is one thing I think the MCU can negate.
They don't want to talk about that. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, Purple Man was a great villain because that actor brought so much to it in the Netflix shows. But the Netflix shows were already primed to be, this is going to be difficult to fucking watch.
Yeah.
You cannot turn around and go, hey, we're making Ally McBeal. And by the way, here's our Law & Order SVU episode. So
I said it. I don't know if they want to take that route with Star Fox in the MCU, but it'd be nice if we could see him.
I think what they could do is argue the merits of his use of the abilities.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of like they did with Druid and the Eternals.
Okay, yeah.
When he was like, "Oh, I'm keeping him safe," it's like, "Yeah, but you're controlling everybody."
WandaVision shit.
Yeah.
Now, what if
with that? I'm glad you brought up WandaVision. With WandaVision and the Eternals coming out, there now can be an argument made where not the disgusting shit that he did, but just his powers of manipulation, mass manipulation, just the virtue of that ability itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't got to talk about what he did with it, because again, Star Fox, really nasty guy in the comic books.
Yeah, what if they don't gloss over it, but there's a hatred for him between her, Bruce, and some people that know, and every time somebody goes, "Yo, what's the deal with these two?" It's a long story.
Just, they
don't mention it. But it's one of those, we're not watching two people that had that history in the comics be friends.
That'll be a stretch, because that'll truly be an inside baseball thing. Like, that'll be only for people who know.
Yeah, but
if you're not in the know, it's gonna be weird.
But sometimes that's good enough for people. It's like, yo, She-Hulk don't like this nigga. Let me go find out why. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you don't need to tell the whole story. Just to, like, the nuance of it. Just the fact that, because if you do know the story, and let's say like everybody here, we're against that shit, but then you see their best fucking friends in the movies, you're like, hold on, wait, is this leading to that? Like, what's going? You're not representing them too well, unless you're gonna keep them completely separate from each other.
So I think a way they can broach the subject is the Cupid argument. Because in Greek mythology, Cupid is a cherub that comes out from Aphrodite, and we need these two to be together. Boom, boom, shoots arrows, and now you two are magically up. It's you two now.
Which is weird within itself.
It is weird within itself, but for some reason, that
is acceptable.
Is looked at is acceptable to a point.
because it's a fucking little kid with wings shooting heart arrows at people, or at least that's how it has been depicted lately throughout the years. Yeah.
But again, I think what they should do in order to, and I don't want to say soften it, but in order to make it more palatable,
acceptable,
not acceptable, palatable, because if you're gonna bring it up, I don't want it to be accepted.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to get through it, and I think what you can do is you can make it that he only takes advantage of people that have an initial liking to him. So like if you look at him and go, oh, he's cute, and he gets wind of that, well, now he's drawing you in because he's grasping at the slightest bit of attraction to where we could turn around and go, yo, just because there's a slight bit of attraction doesn't mean all this shit's gonna happen.
So more like Poison Ivy and her pheromones.
Yeah. More in that.
Whereas like we all know that guys just like her. She's attractive, but then she uses that extra thing to get the extra favors and set her agenda. Yeah, I like it.
Because in a courtroom setting, so let's go back with Mr. Purple Man. He undoubtedly just mentally manipulated people, and it's fucked up. Like can't argue that.
That's fucked.
But you can argue
really bad.
You can have somebody sit there and go, but wait a minute. She liked me, and all I did was what Cupid does. Open her eyes up from his perspective. I just opened her eyes up to the possibility of what what we had can be. And then you can have the argument and be like, but that's not genuine. Because you're forcing that. There's a more nuanced argument that you can have that's more palatable and can be in a courtroom and not have it so heavy. And the only reason I'm saying that this is an option is because if you're going to make it a comedy, and I'm not saying comedies can't have heaviness in it, but if you're going to make it a comedy and then randomly just introduce this dude or put him in one episode, you're not going to do it justice if we try the 80s fucking, this is a very special episode of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Hey, that worked in the 80s.
Yeah.
It ain't going to work today.
Yeah. Hey, some of the things you see in this episode might really upset you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they could do it, but honestly, plus, we could gloss over like his past. I'm okay with just not mentioning.
He's supposed to be a good guy
in this one, like this iteration of him.
Yeah. So you know what we can have if you really wanted it to even pare it down more and give winks and nods to it, but not address it. A divorce hearing.
Yeah.
Where's Arrow's been this whole time? Oh, he's been playing house with this lady. And then come to find out, she did like him, but she didn't love him. And every time she wanted to leave, all of a sudden these feelings showed up. And then we're like, but he's whatever. And just do it that way. And then you can explain where the fuck he's been or whatever. Because you can bring She-Hulk to him. Because I don't think he'd have been down here on Earth.
I just want to know where the fuck he's at.
You know he's going to get the other Eternals from the judging.
Yeah,
and not for nothing. I mean, I know for a movie aspect and the way they're going, it's so fucking far-fetched. But I would like to see them get She-Hulk like, we need someone that can convince these niggas that what we did was the right thing, and you're a lawyer, so you're used to this shit. And you see her go up there.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
So you just hit it on a fucking genius thing. They bring her up to argue the Eternals, to argue for the Eternals. But then when you got Eros as a character witness, he gets put on the stand and blasted for the shit he's done.
So like, wait. So wait. Plead their case to who? To Ereshkigal?
Or whoever they're gonna go see.
Okay.
The Celestials.
Or
the Living Tribunal.
I'm okay with that, but I want to keep her on the ground. Her on the ground.
Well,
but that's just me being biased, and I'm sorry about that.
She doesn't have to stay up there. It's just Deadpool is like, I obviously cannot see the point you guys are making, so they went with She-Hulk.
We're gonna need a hero here. We're gonna need a hero.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Yeah.
Hey, a Deadpool cameo would be super funny.
It would be
super funny.
But we're just spitballing ways.
Yeah, we're pie in the sky.
That aspect can be broached. I honestly think that aspect doesn't need to be broached because we don't have a history with Eros.
Enough, yeah. We don't have enough about him
to be impactful. Yeah. This will, as much as we hate the whole, this movie's woke and blah 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 shit. That would be a woke move, just to make some point for some character who we don't know as the general audience in movie terms.
Yeah. You keep them separated.
That's an unnecessary. That's an unnecessary thing to bring up. We don't know this guy, this version of this character.
I just want to see him. I want to see him.
Now,
what's been happening? What are you doing? You're lurking, bro. Word. You're lurking back there.
Now, question. Let's pie in the sky this shit real quick because I want to get into the TV series, but I'm gonna go into season 2. A little plot twist. The main antagonist for season 2, Hercules. That's how you would tie in the end of Thor, where Zeus is telling Hercules to fear us again, and Hercules always had that battle with the Hulk. If the Hulk's gonna be in she's fighting Hercules.
No, Hercules, I think, is actually going after Thor.
At last we left, Zeus literally was like, "Yo, you gotta go get Thor."
No, he said, go make these people fear us again. He said, go put fear in the hearts of the people so they can fear the gods again.
Well, I would think
them to go terrorize the people.
I would think that he'd start off with the guy that put a bolt through his ass.
No, that guy has a daughter now. He changed.
Yo, dude, what's more terrifying than watching some dude beat the shit out of Thor?
Yeah.
Watching some dude beat the shit out of the Hulk.
Hey, the last time that happened, everyone hated it.
Yo, yeah, the last time somebody beat the shit out of the Hulk, Bleak came on here and said that the whole world is trash.
No, it's true though. But I'm just saying, you said what's more terrifying? When Thanos beat the shit out of the Hulk, everybody was like, what the fuck? It made the world spin faster. When Thanos beat the shit out of Thor, it was like, yeah, we get this.
If Hercules came up and beat the shit out of Edward Norton Hulk, maybe. Smart Hulk, they're going to be fucking sad for Smart Hulk. It's not going to be we're afraid of. Nobody's going to be like, oh my God, fucking this dude's amazing. People are going to be showing up like the mom who jumped in the boxing ring for her son. It's like, stop hitting him. Stop hitting him, damn it. Like, I'm sorry. You guys brought it up. I don't have a problem with it because you literally can't have this man running around wrecking everyone because what the fuck do we need anybody else for? Because think about it. Even the Avengers plan with Hulk, smash, cool. He went and hit 6 guys over here, a thing over there, and punched Thor once.
I love Smart Hulk. I like Professor Hulk. I'm in the minority though, I understand. And don't worry, this show will lead to World Breaker. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen to Jen. Something's gonna happen to him. Something may happen to Wong. Something's gonna happen. Bruce is gonna freaking lose it. And we will get the World Breaker Hulk that everyone wants. It's coming. I promise. This is one of the things that I feel the most confident about. If we're talking about theories.
Like I said, 2023, supposedly Marvel gets the rights back to the Hulk. We don't know what most of the movies are going into Phase 6.
Toll's trying to hold his composure right now.
No,
I see you dancing in your head. I see you. You ready for that World Breaker Hulk? You can't wait. Son, at the end of this show, we will know something about it. Something. And it's funny because in a weird way, Bruce is getting our own little arc here too. Because at the beginning of the show, he has the sling. In the car accident that they're in, he has the sling. Yeah, he's Bruce.
I didn't see that.
And he's Bruce. Oh, I didn't mean to spoil that, but I mean,
but I would expect that.
Yeah,
because he had the sling in Shang-Chi.
They're gonna address it, and I think there's gonna be a start and an end to his arc. I don't think he's just there to help Jen be a Hulk. I mean, yes, that is a tool, that is an avenue that they're gonna use with him. But I think at the end of this show, we're gonna get some crazy info and some future looks at some real Hulk shit. Trust me, they've been listening to y'all. They've been listening,
folks. We don't know. We no longer need to see the show. Cabs just ruined it.
Sorry.
Don't tune in. Nah,
sorry.
I'm
tune sorry.
In. Find out for yourself how good it is. I wanted to come out here in my Daredevil hoodie, but he's not the main character. But this is all about She-Hulk.
Yeah. So, all right. So
you can mention Maddie Murder.
Oh, yeah, no. We're gonna talk about him. Yeah.
We can mention him. And so I did a short because I misremembered some shit that happened when we were discussing his yellow suit the last time.
Yeah.
So I reiterated here. His original run, they wanted to just distinguish him from everybody, so he wore the yellow and red for one comic. At the end of it, they didn't say shit about it. They just changed it to red. Then back in the early 2000s, they did Daredevil Red and Yellow Volume 1. And they went back and they put meaning to it. And when his father died for not throwing the match, his father wore yellow robe.
It was red with the yellow trim.
Yeah. So Matt used his father's boxing gear to make his first costume. And then Karen Page at the end of it was like, yo you're calling yourself the devil. Shouldn't you be more representative of that?
Yeah, cut the yellow out. You see, you look weird. Although that suit is cool, man. It's not bad. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. It might be weird to look at in first glance, but I think the story and symbolism behind it makes it that much cooler.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just not on brand.
Yes.
Like if the Ghost Rider showed up on a skateboard,
yeah.
Yes, it might not look bad, and yes, you ride a skateboard, but that's not the theme we're really going with. He's a hell demon,
yeah.
fucking Ghost Rider just doing kickflips and shit, and you just hear Superman from Goldfinger. Here I am, going older all the time. The fucking Tony Hawk song. Oh shit!
Yo,
and I'm so confused about. I listen to that song every fucking day.
That's what happens when Tony Hawk makes a deal with the devil, with Mephistopheles to get a fucking
word.
They said I'm too old for the X Games.
By the way, Tony Hawk Remake 1 and 2 is now free on the PSN store. Maybe you wanna check that out. One of the pillars in gaming of our childhood, Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I've only ever played the demo of that game.
Hey, that demo, bro, I had the demo disc that it came in. My boys would come to the crib and the demo wasn't optimized fully yet. So there was this crazy glitch that you can just keep doing tricks all around the freaking bowl in there. And we would get tricks of like 300,000 points. And we would just go to the crib, do some fun activities, just to get in the mood, right? And we'll just flip around this shit over and over and over again to see who get the highest score. That Tony Hawk demo is fucking legendary, Cap.
Oh yeah,
Legendary.
that and that Crazy Taxi demo.
Crazy Taxi, great soundtrack.
Yeah,
love it. The PlayStation 1 is probably my favorite console of all time. Maybe the Super Nintendo, but like a personal favorite, like in my heart, an OG, a hero ahead of its time. A hero without a cape was the Dreamcast.
Yes.
Yo,
I had.
Yes.
I had.
Yes.
So like, consoles come out every 6 to 8 years, right? And back in the day, we saw legit jumps. Whereas now, from the PS2 to the PS3, you saw a really nice jump. PS3 to PS4, you saw some frame stuff. And maybe PS4 to PS5, we haven't seen the power yet. I think the last time I felt the true power of a next generation console was the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I played Jet Set Radio and seeing the cell shaded graphics, the music, what you're doing, all of the people on screen. I was like, yo, we are in the next generation. I have not had that feeling in quite some time.
Yo, and 2K was revolutionary.
2K for the Dreamcast, that was the first time that the players had a body with a jersey over it. It wasn't a jersey body. No, it was their body. You could see their muscles. You could see their arms going into the no sleeve tank top jersey and a jersey, just hanging around and the Dreamcast, baby.
Yo,
revolutionary.
WWE Royal Rumble for the Dreamcast.
Hell yeah.
Still the only game that will allow every motherfucker wrestler to come in if you didn't eliminate anybody.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
The only problem with that game is there was only like 8 wrestlers in it. But
yeah. I have a real fun story with the Dreamcast. I got suspended at school. I think I mentioned this. I got suspended for fighting. But I was defending myself. The school told my mom, like, yo, he didn't start it, but he sure did finish it. I got suspended. They gave me like a week's packet to do. I did that shit that same they suspended me on a Friday. And I was suspended until not the next Monday, but the following Monday after that. So I had 2 weekends and I had 9 days off of school. I finished all my work that Friday night when I got home, maybe a little bit Saturday in the morning. My mother was like, yo, I'm not really upset at you. You were defending yourself. We have taught you to defend yourself. So we can't be mad at you. You're not punished. You're fine. So what do you want to do? I was like, yo, can I get like $35 to go buy a video game? That was when video games had the power price attached to it. You get a video game, a brand new video game that just dropped for $34.99 or $39.99. It was beautiful times, y'all. PS5 games are now $70.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sometimes they're not even fucking finished.
Yeah.
I have a whole thing about that. We got to chill with the unfinished games because in the Nintendo era, when a game was unfinished, there was no updates. It just stayed like that forever. At the very least, now we can upgrade. But you're right. We shouldn't release unfinished products, especially when they're buggy and glitchy. Cyberpunk 2077, I'm looking at you. Even
Anthem?
though I still love the Anthem, broke my fucking heart.
Bro.
WWE 2K21?
Yeah.
Or 2K20?
Yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy? Me, Bleaks, and my boy Deuce.
Okay.
We fucking pre-ordered the game. We didn't just pre-order the regular game. We pre-ordered the fucking the extra shit. So it was like $100 and something. That game came out. We all together started up. Let's do it. And I'm there for like an hour. Like, yo, bro, this shit is still loading. Like, what's going on? And then we started playing. And the dude's like, yo, we need to do 50 fucking finishes. I'm like, all right, cool. Who y'all niggas fighting? You don't see this horde of people? And I'm like, nah, I see y'all shooting at nothing. What? Yeah.
It was a buggy game. and the loading was bad. But my
Yeah.
bad. So my mom gives me $35.
Oh yeah, bro.
Real quick. No. I'll just finish it right quick.
Yeah.
I went and bought Phantasy Star Online. It's a MMO. You're in space. Fucking incredible game. And I didn't connect the internet to. I never connected the Dreamcast to the internet. Unfortunately, I did it. But I destroyed that game. I'm talking about 18 hours a day. My mom was like, "Okay, maybe you want to step out of the house." No, I'm just playing. I played the whole week. It was incredible. My bad. But Anthem.
No, yeah.
And you know whose heart was massively broken by Anthem? Krills.
Oh yeah.
Krills was so hype about Anthem. I mean, we got to play Anthem, and don't get me wrong, we put like 150 hours in it. Me, Fern, Pills, you know Pills.
Yeah.
You know all of them, and Ed. You
Yeah.
know Ed. We put, I would say, about 125 to 150 hours each on that game. We got our money's worth, but we were upset because there was just so little to do. Like, shit got repetitive really fast. Sorry. Back to
yeah.
You can't get me started on video games. Sorry.
No, I hear you. We might have to do that shit next week. Video game flops. Yo,
Bro,
I mean,
you don't gotta pull my arm too hard for video game stuff on the podcast.
Let's fucking do it, man. We do everything. We multifaceted. But yo, all right, real quick, I want to get into some of the reasons why I'm excited or we're excited for this series.
Yes.
And part of the reason that I'm excited for this series is because of Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel showed that they know how to write a teenage Pakistani girl that gets powers and has a fucking family that loves her. So now you sit there and like, all right, this Moon Knight and Miss Marvel were two completely different characters, and they had the same level of interest in each show.
Yeah,
now we're gonna bring in the law, something that has to do with with Civil War and the Sokovia Accords, has to do with another Hulk movie that just became canon in the MCU, has to do with fucking Wong and him being the Sorcerer Supreme, and there's comedy, and there's a strong woman actor, and there's the fourth wall breaking. There's so many things in this show that I'm looking forward to, because it's kind of like, is anyone gonna address the big ass hand in the ocean? And this, I'm not saying this show will, but this show will address a lot of the other shit that people are like, what happened between this time and that time? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
If there's any fucking show that's gonna address the hand, it's that. You want to know what though, Toe? You're gonna be super pissed off when they mention it and people are completely oblivious to it, and they just think it was some crazy rock formation that just came out of nowhere. Like, bro, it's a fucking mountain. What are you guys talking about? What do you mean? There's a big fucking hand and a big fucking face coming out of the ocean. It's like, no, it's a new mountain. You're gonna be so mad. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be so mad. Yo, I really hope they say, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
As a person who defends that scene and defends that idea and all of that, I'm getting to the point where I need somebody to talk about the hand. Somebody got to say something. Maybe maybe Sword is already down there, but let me know. Somebody got to tell me something. I agree. I'm getting there too, Toe.
Yeah.
Again, as somebody who has defended that movie, defended that scene, and try to work out ridiculous theories as to why no one has acknowledged it, I need someone to say something. Show me Fury. Show me anything.
Yes. And just a little bit more of a push for the future movies and TV shows. Let's get a web here and there to connect something that we can latch onto. It's like, wait.
You mean like a real web or like a metaphorical web to connect things? Or do you mean
a metaphorical web? Like, the inner webbings. I would love Spider-Man to be in this shit. You can see that. Yes.
Two things. One, so you're lucky I'm not writing this show. Because if I was writing the show, I would have She-Hulk turn to the camera and be like, oh yeah, the big hand and the face, Doctor Strange slipped that into the nobody remembers Peter Parker shit.
You're gonna get so mad when they address it. I'm telling you, Cap. You're gonna get
Dude.
so pissed.
Cap, but I don't care about that shit.
No. Toe. I'm saying Toe. Toe's gonna get so pissed when they finally address it.
Two.
Yeah.
The writer and director of this series wanted Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And Kevin Feige told her no. So Spider-Man is guaranteed not in this at all.
But what about Spider-Pig?
Or a Spider-Man, any version, really. I don't believe anything Kevin Feige says. I don't believe anything.
Word.
Yo,
I would love to see a Spider-Pig. Spider-Ham.
If they go out of their way to say it, I believe them.
No, yeah.
Like
I thought we got Spider-Man.
Nah,
All right. So are they going to mention him fucking shooting webs out of his ass? I don't want that shit neither then. I wouldn't mind mentioning him.
First of all, it was only Homegirl that said that.
No, they said it in Spider-Man Homecoming.
They didn't say it. They asked if it came out of anywhere else. But they never said but. But it was implied. It was implied.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. No, the thing they can mention that
what up,
because what up, Krills?
Buddy Peasy in the building.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind if they mentioned like, yo, because they're more enhanced people out there that need defending. Like, look at Spider-Man. He was defended by whatever or something, and we made a division or something like that. I don't know.
You could do something like that. I have problems with Doctor Strange and with the other Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
No, I know that.
Yeah, we don't bring it up. But
I don't know. Yeah,
he keeps it hidden.
But I want to just point this out. It is completely logical for you to hear that there is a man with the capabilities of a spider, and then immediately be like, "Well, where the fuck did you shoot his web from?" Because spiders only do it from one part of their bodies.
Their ass.
So logically, like if you told me, "Oh, yo, Dalmatian Man is coming," I'm gonna be like, "Oh, so I'm gonna be looking for somebody who's wearing white covered in spots." And if he shows up like the Blue Raja in a different color, I'm gonna be like, I thought you said fucking domination.
You know what's crazy? If you were to tell me that there's a Spider-Man walking around, only question is that motherfucker got 8 arms.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
Or hold on, wait. He makes webs to catch his food in trees. Not the fact because. Or you could be like, so hold on, wait. He has a big ass thing on the back of his fucking ass that shoots webs, because spiders aren't humanoids that shoot webs out their ass. They actually have another, a thing that produces the fucking webs. It's idiotic and fucking lazy writing to go, oh, he shoots webs out of his ass. It's not funny.
Can I interject? What about, so then the way that you guys are talking about it, I think the best question when someone found out about Spider-Man was proposed by his best friend Ned. Do you lay eggs? That was good.
There you go.
Is that good? I thought that was funny. Yeah. He's like, yo, do you lay? That's a legit question. If you hear that you have spider powers and you've been bitten by a spider, now you got spider powers, I think this is a legitimate question. Do you lay eggs?
Yeah.
I wish I had a web organ.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Here's my question that I just fucking came up with.
You have 8 eyes?
Didn't America say that she been to like a few multiverses at this point?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Never seen one Spider-Man.
There's no Spider-Man in any of those fucking universes?
No, the only person in those universes are Paint and Doctor Strange.
And Tony Sentrybots. Yo, I would love to see. I would love to see alternate universe with a real Tony Stank. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, that would solidify Stan Lee as a watcher. He confused Tony Stark for Tony Stank.
But we already know he talks to the Watchers.
Literally the future, that man. But yeah, what else Okay, I thought you wanted to keep going as to why.
No, but that's why I'm excited. I get to see more of the Hulk, and it's. I feel like this is gonna push the story further. And there's so many
go the
things.
other way?
Yeah.
And be the voice of dissension, as most of the time I am.
Again, never noticed.
Yeah. Again, we rarely show, we rarely do show and tells here or anything. But as much as I've seen that I do like, I'm still apprehensive of this show because in small clips and shit, you can make something look good. But overall, I mean, how many people get fooled by the fucking Jurassic Park trailers? And then you go see the Jurassic World shit. And you go see Jurassic World and you're like, what the fuck is this? Or
I mean, I kind of knew Jurassic. I didn't have any expectations there. But
Now-
you're
yo,
right.
now-
You're right though.
With my rant earlier, nowadays, you want to watch the movie, watch the commercial. That's why I don't watch commercials no more.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
but I'm still
I know what you're saying. No, I know what you're saying, Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still reserving judgment because it has to be good in totality. This can't be. I don't want this to be the Book of Boba Fett, where we're like, yo, that second episode when he's on the train, awesome. The 2 episodes with the Mandalorian when they took a break, awesome. The rest of the shit, who cares? Like I don't want that. I don't want it to be like, yo, She-Hulk, but when she was with the Hulk, it was cool. When Daredevil showed up, it was cool. The rest of it,
Yeah.
take it or leave it.
Well, that show should have been called The Book of Noah's Fat because he wasn't Boba Fett.
Yo, I just want to know, you became the head of a crime syndicate to do no crimes?
Here go the nerds. Here go the nerds. Here go the Star Wars nerds.
Yo, Boba Fett. To me, first off, I've never liked Boba Fett. Because
I've heard a lot of people say that. I've heard a lot of people.
Boba Fett showed up, did nothing, was handed the man he was looking for, and got bumped into a fucking Starlight pit. He was never badass to me. The Mandalorian showed him to be a badass. And then immediately they turn around and say, nah, we already have a badass in a fucking Mandalorian outfit. We don't need 2 badasses. Where they could have, like you said, lazy writing, they could have distinguished them as Mando is a good guy who does shit in a difficult way, but he's a good guy. He's taking care of Grogu.
Anti-hero.
Yes, we can go, or vigilante-ish.
Vigilante-ish, okay.
But
Roguish.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. He
Rogue
loves
One.
Grogu. He wants to take care of Grogu. He realizes that he's...
I understood that reference.
Yeah. He's smart enough to realize that he's not supposed to be in charge of Mandalore and have the black saber and all that shit. And then Boba Fett can be the fucking maniacal, I will murder everybody at this table because you don't think I'm serious guy who's now in charge of Tatooine. And then we would have had 2 different fucking characters.
Yep.
And you know how I know that? Because in Mandalorian, at the end of season 1, we had a woman in a mask, a woman in a mask, a woman in a mask, and a woman without a mask kicked the shit out of everybody, and they were 4 separate people.
Yeah. And one of them was Sasha Banks. But let's go back to She-Hulk because we're losing cabs here.
No, please. Don't let me be the reason why I don't geek out. I might not understand the lingo, but I respect the nerdism always.
Yeah.
It's funny, now that Crow's his head. I had written a post one time, and I was like, yo, I don't really fuck with Star Wars like that, but like, I'm glad what Star Wars has done. You know, like, everyone knows what a freaking lightsaber is in the Force. You know, that I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's funny, I thought that I missed the boat But fucking, my psychiatrist here, Cap, Mr. Green, he was like, yo, maybe you don't like Star Wars because you didn't catch it from the beginning and you've seen so many other things afterwards that are trying to copy. And that is one of the craziest explanations I ever heard as to why I didn't get into the show. But hey, I respect what is done for the culture. I definitely respect that. Like, everyone knows who Darth Vader is. Everyone knows who Luke Skywalker is. The lightsabers. The combination of a lightsaber and the Force? What's better than that? Other than maybe a shotgun and an axe. You know what I'm saying? What's better than that combo?
Yeah.
The fact that I can throw my sword at you and then bring you into it and stab you with it. Like, come on. That's a really cool combo. You know what I mean? So I respect that. I respect all of Star Wars.
I want to see Darth Vader versus Predator. There used
to be this YouTube channel that would do these crazy like mashup fights. Death battles, yeah, man. Those were the shit. There was like a Wolverine Batman one, I think. There was should do a lot, yo, bro. And there was it's like real people doing scenes. It's great.
So that's a different one. Death Battle is all animated, but I think I know the one you're talking about because they actually did Wolverine versus Predator. And
yeah, okay.
Had the guy, like,
that's what it was.
Shit. It was kind of like
Thanks, brother.
The Deadliest Warrior type shit.
Yeah, Warrior. Yo, Deadliest Warrior was cool because they would take like stats of people and they basically put these stats in a computer and like AI to fight. That was super interesting. I like that kind of shit.
It was done. The fight was done 100 times, and they took the aggregate score to figure out who would win in the battle.
Yeah, yo, what a great show. And they would pick like, it could just be like a Neanderthal versus a Viking, or a knight versus a pirate. Sometimes they use like realistic names that you might have heard of, like Genghis Khan. Yo, super cool show.
They were doing the Spetsnaz versus the Green Beret.
Whoa.
And they were testing out, like, the Spetsnaz were talking massive shit. It was like, yo, we'll beat them every day. They can't do nothing. And this one fucking Green Beret went up to a ballistics gel with a knife in his hand and just did this as fast as possible and decapitated the fucking gel head in like 4 or 5 seconds.
They had bodies with skeletons and like they had like a protective gel outside.
The knife was smaller than this.
Oh man,
he decapitated the gel with a knife smaller than this.
That's a nice knife.
Yeah, thank you. I got it for Christmas one year.
That's something Lev would give somebody for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, and they said that his hand speed rivaled one of Golden Glove boxer or an Olympic level boxer.
Yeah.
So I love that show. But why am I excited for She-Hulk? I mean, I'll mention this. I'll say this until I'm dead and gone. I think no matter how bad a Marvel property gets or stale or weak, I'm always going to get some kind of enjoyment out of it. It's just where I am. Now, when I rate things for you, like when I give you my personal opinion, I'll tell you what I personally feel. But when I'm being objective about it, I'll let you know the truth. Eternals, not a great flick. I personally enjoyed it. So no matter what Marvel does at this point, I'm just interested to see where it keeps going. But I do like all of these weird kind of show ideas that are going on. The first couple of shows that we got, maybe WandaVision did the whole sitcom thing for like a few episodes. Then it turned into a Marvel show. Then you had Captain America Winter Soldier. That was just a show from the very beginning, political. Yep. Then you had Loki, show from the beginning. Then we get into the Hawkeyes. It's a little ground level. Then we get into the Moon Knights. And then we get into Miss Marvel, which was just something completely different. Caught everybody by surprise, right? So I just want to see where this goes. I want to see. Well, she's a lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So Cat might be able to answer this one. Does She-Hulk have any other abilities besides strength and intellect?
She-Hulk is so. Do you remember in what was it, Captain America, Winter Soldier, where Nick Fury was sitting there with Cap and Sam, and Nick Fury looks at Sam, and Sam goes, "Oh, I do everything he does, only slower."
Yeah, basically.
That's She-Hulk. She does everything the Hulk does, just not to the same scale.
Yeah, Krills. She absolutely does. She gets busy in the comics. She gets busy, like she's taking dudes home type shit. Yeah. People can't deny the big green ladies. Apparently,
Word.
We have that whole meme culture now, and nowadays, you see like a big woman, Amazon snooze type, and motherfuckers would be like, "Oh, I want her to step on me." You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole. It's funny in the Avengers in the Avengers game, the one that just came out, the weird kind of multiplayer one, Marvel's Avengers.
Oh,
there's a little scene between Captain America and the mighty Thor, and Captain America goes up to her and he's like, "Yo, I don't know what's happening, but like, some of the people are saying some weird things about you. I think they're a little scared of you." And she's like, "What are they saying?" He's like, "I don't know, man. I heard that, you're gonna step on them." And she's like, "Hey, Steve, that's not what that means." Like, yo, what a funny ass moment. Anyway, so I said it from the beginning here. I said it here from the beginning. When it came to the show, I was really interested in the whole sitcom aspect of it. I never said Ally McBeal. I said in a weird way, kind of reminded me of New Girl. And I get it. There's not that much similarities. I get it. But I had just finished watching New Girl, and I had just finished watching Community as well. So I was getting that sitcom vibe. So then when someone, I think it was Cap that mentioned Ally McBeal a couple episodes back, and I was like, yeah, perfect. I watched Ally McBeal. I watched that show. It wasn't a show that I was reaching for, but I believe it came after Will and Grace.
Yeah.
And I used to watch Will and Grace heavy.
See, that's my problem. Is I didn't like Ally McBeal.
No, I know. Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
I know they're not recreating it shot for shot, but if that's an inspiration of yours, then inherently I have to believe that there's going to be an aspect or two that I'm already not going to vibe with.
Yeah, I mean, you thought the same thing about Miss Marvel, so hopefully, I get you. I'm cautiously optimistic at this point for sure. Which I think is
just an age thing. I mean, as a 36-year-old man, like how I didn't think that there would be anything for me to relate to when you talk about teenage girls. Like this.
Oh, you don't remember being a teenage girl in high school?
Yeah, that was so long ago.
I definitely have some moments. But yeah, So there's a stupid little TV spot where Jen is looking at the camera, and so when She-Hulk first came out, it was
spoiler alert.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. When She-Hulk came out, like the whole thing was a meta narrative about a woman who ain't need no man around, a woman who could take care of business, a woman who could be a hero and still handle her business. That's what it was. She broke the fourth wall. It was a whole meta narrative on it. So I think she's still doing that here. I think that's what the show's gonna do. So there was one part that she like took the camera and she's like, "Oh, this isn't gonna be a cameo show where someone comes in every episode." She's like, "Other than Wong, Blonsky, Banner." So like, I think it's gonna be kooky comedy that we might get behind. Nothing like Thor. But I did from the very beginning. I said that I enjoyed the sitcom-y vibe to it. I caught that shit from the beginning. I am happy to see Wong. Give me all the Wong you want. I think Wong is the universal MCU character.
He's the new Nick Fury.
He is. No one is tired of Wong. Wong is everywhere. My man's a sorcerer supreme. He's over here holding shit down in Car Mortage. He's pulling up to New York, talking to Jen Walters. Like
he's fighting in the fight ring.
It's the Wong cinematic universe, baby. Give me all the
That's
Wong
right.
pause. Give me all
Wang
the Wong pause.
Shiyu.
Yeah, Wang Shiyu. Let's go, bro. So like, I do want to see some of the cameos. I know they're holding some good ones back, and ultimately, for all of the Hulk fans out there, I want his redemption arc to begin. Let's
Yeah.
It's been a while. I am not a Hulk purist. I actually am in the small minority that enjoyed Professor Hulk from the very beginning, but as fans and as someone who acknowledges people's love for something, let's see. I'm not necessarily interested to see where the story, the overall MCU is pushed, but let's see what's going to go on with Hulk, because I have a real strong feeling we're going to get something. We're going to get it.
I just want to say real quick that if you look at the way Kevin Feige spoke in the panel at San Diego Comic-Con, the whole crux of where the MCU is going really starts in Phase 5. Really starts with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So this, like I said, this is just the palette, not really connected, but this is the wink in the knot where it's like none of these really connect, but we all know these motherfuckers connect. We all
Yeah.
Now, would you have this like maybe for 2 minutes at the finale connect to Wakanda Forever?
No, Wakanda Forever.
Might be a reach.
Wakanda Forever has to stand on its own because they have to address Chadwick, and we have to introduce this version of Namor.
Yes.
So we don't.
No, but
we
like
don't
let's
need
say
anything connecting
like-
leading up to.
like let's say one of the end credit scenes is She-Hulk going, "Why are you still here? Don't you got a Black Panther movie to go see in November or some shit like that?"
Oh, cool.
Nah,
I'm okay with that. I'm all right
For
with
me,
it.
that'd be too cute.
Hey!
That'd be too cute.
That is a little cute. That is a little too cute.
Now,
yeah, I hear you.
question
I
for
would
you
be okay
guys.
with that. I would be okay with
Question.
it.
I know. All right. I know my stance, but I just thought about it, and I don't know how I feel about this yet. But what if there's a scene where Jen, before she turns into She-Hulk, goes sees Banner, and Banner is punching a punching bag or a dummy that looks like Thanos?
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Or maybe like a picture of him in like a dartboard or something. That
Yeah.
would be now that is the right amount of cute. That would be funny. I would prefer that over the Wakanda Forever thing. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's funny. That's funny.
All right.
Like he never got over it.
Yeah.
Like we've killed Thanos, we've moved on, still not over it. Which is funny. It could, in a weird way, also be a callback because there's a certain run in the comics where She-Hulk gets destroyed by Thanos, puts her in a coma, and during the coma, Hawkeye kills the Hulk. You've heard this correctly. And she wakes up, loses her shit, turns gray, kind of like the whole start of Professor Hulk with the whole ink and whatever. And she turns gray and starts kind of losing her shit. So I'm not saying we're gonna do that, but it will also be a funny callback to that.
So I just want to, real quick, for anybody, Hawkeye killed the Hulk because Bruce Banner gave him an arrow.
To take him out.
Told him to go stand as far as possible and literally stood there and just tried to keep as calm as possible. And he let Hawkeye let the arrow go and strike him down. It was planned by Bruce Banner. So just in case somebody's sitting there going, how the fuck did Hawkeye
Yeah,
kill
it wasn't like a
it
fight.
was-
It wasn't a fight.
And then is this before or after he gave the Hulk to the Asian kid?
This is after.
Okay.
The Asian kid.
I don't know his name.
Amadeus Cho.
Amadeus Cho. There you go. See.
I think it was Totally Awesome Hulk or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, would you guys like to see Amadeus Cho and Miles Morales
Now,
and the next gen of those heroes.
I want to
So-
see Miles at all costs.
here's the thing: his mom was already in Avengers 2,
Who?
Age of Ultron. The Asian lady
Amadeus?
that
The Asian lady
Amadeus Cho's
that
mom, the Asian lady that helped Hawkeye and built the Vision,
Vision.
body.
Yeah. The one that gets manipulated.
That's Amadeus Cho's mother.
That's his mom. Yeah. So you can
Wait,
have her
they
back.
call her by her name.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Ah, shit.
And
Mrs.
they
I
did
forgot
call
what
her.
the fuck
They
called
did
her.
call her Doctor Cho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Little fun fact.
Dr. Helen Cho.
Ah, see. There's always a Helen somewhere.
Krills asked about New Girl. Krills, it's a funny ass show. It's a show about a girl. I find it. You didn't find it funny?
I think he saw a couple episodes because I was watching it.
Yo,
I found it funny.
I'm not a comedy guy.
Well, clearly, because New Girl's funny.
I mean, I like stand up. Stand up.
I
is
love.
funny.
I
And,
prefer
like,
stand up
Impractical
over.
Jokers is funny.
I prefer stand up over anything. If you guys want to see the best stand up within the last maybe 5-6 years, I suggest you watch Ronnie Cheng, the dude that was in
Yeah.
Shang-Chi. Ronnie Cheng Destroys America. It's the best fucking stand up of 2019. Before we went into quarantine, he just fucking. But I watched Community. And someone was like, yo, if you like Community, you'll like New Girl. So I was like, all right, I watched New Girl. I watched like the first 15, 16 episodes. I thought it was funny. I stopped watching it, but that's just because we started getting so much Marvel shows coming,
Yeah.
and so much Marvel shit, blah, blah, blah. But I definitely like Community better than New Girl.
Yeah.
Community's
Yo,
fun.
you know what show holds up at the test? Like watching it again after so long. My Wife and Kids. I just finished watching the entire series, and that shit had me laugh out loud. And I don't normally laugh out loud when I'm watching shit. What's going on, Kenny? What's up, AEW for life?
AEW was see, he
fun-
like New Girl.
Yo, fun
They
fact.
like New Girl.
Have you ever seen All American?
No, I have not.
Okay, so the kid, the smart kid that goes after the daughter, the youngest daughter,
Uh-huh.
is in fucking All American.
Oh, the dude that could play the piano and so that he was mad smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's in All American. He's the one on
What was his name?
the
What was his
competent
name?
team.
What was his name in the show? In
Shit.
Gina was looking thick in that show
Yeah,
too.
she was.
Gina was thick.
Yo, not for nothing. Megan Good was the original girlfriend for the son
For Junior?
for Junior, and
It
then
was
they
supposed to
switched
be
it. No, she was in the first season. She was the girlfriend, but then they pulled her out. Thanks to Cap looking it up, they pulled her out because they knew they were gonna do the pregnancy shit the next season.
Damn, I forgot.
And she didn't, and her mother didn't want her to be a part of that. So the new girl that's in there, she was in Ballers with The Rock. She was one of the sports athletes' wives. So I'm sitting, I'm like, yo, and not for nothing, in my opinion, I think she was better than Megan Good.
And let me tell you, something that people still use now came out of that show when the father, Kyle was his name, I believe, right?
Yes, Michael Kyle.
Michael Kyle, where he would just go, no.
Nah.
Yeah. One of them,
Nah.
sometimes he wouldn't even say it. He'd just go, that. Yo, it was hilarious. People still use that now. That's because of him. Yo, listen, the Waynes are goated forever. Look at what anybody tells me.
Yo, they went through so much shit. Like, if you made that show today, it would be canceled.
Yeah.
The young son was smacking the oldest daughter's boyfriend, like, man up, grow up here. Stop being so fucking sensitive. And the daughter was like, yo, I don't know if you know this, but he's gay. And she's like, no, he's not gay. He was like, no, he acts gay. I have gaydar. I can tell.
There is a lot. I mean, there is a lot of stuff on that show.
Yeah, and even the son was like, yo, I hate girls. And he goes, the father's like, I hate him too. The only reason why I don't bat for the other team is because someone got to lay down.
Yo,
He's like, someone got to lay down, son. And the son goes, wait a minute. Nah, I'm good where I'm at.
jeez.
Yeah, they were raw.
Yeah, we can't have shows like that anymore.
But why? But this is the thing, though. Why not? Because it sheds a light on it. Because they never said it was bad to be gay. The little girl actually said it. He goes, your boyfriend's gay. He's like, he's not gay. He's like, there's nothing wrong with him being gay, but he's gay.
That stems from that Seinfeld episode. The whole episode's about being gay, and after everything, not there's anything wrong with that. Yo, that was such a good episode.
Again, we brought it up, I think, last week. It's the fake outrage
of straight people.
No,
of straight people.
It's this weird trend of you said something offensive. Nobody's offended? Well, fuck it, I'll be offended. It's like, yo, it's not direct. I never understood. It's not directed at you. Why the fuck are you mad? In my experience, you're only mad. Like if somebody came on the podcast and went, blue-eyed motherfuckers are the dumbest people in the world, I'd only get offended if I think he's talking about me.
Yeah.
Because even though I'm a blue-eyed motherfucker, his opinion of me doesn't fucking matter. Like,
I like. It's okay for people to be allies. You want to be allies. You want to be down with the cause. You want to help. Great, but don't get offended for people. Let them get offended first, and then you could.
It was like when they changed the name of the Redskins. They asked Native Americans, like, I don't give a shit. We're not offended.
Well, yeah, that was only like one group. Like they didn't ask the totality.
But I'm just, it's like
the funny thing is we still have the Kansas City Chiefs, and let me tell you, Kansas City ain't changing shit.
But the
they were born on racism. They're gonna
they ain't changing nothing.
No, but the Chiefs and the Braves, those are not offensive to or stereotypical to that group.
True, Redskins
it's like having the Washington niggas or some shit.
Yeah, Redskins is like a slur. That's a slur.
So I didn't do good with the quotes last time. I didn't bring up meaningful quotes. But I'll say this here, drop a little knowledge. There's two things fundamentally you cannot do in this life.
Have sex in the champagne room.
No. Well, three things.
You gotta put that there.
Yeah.
In any relationship, you cannot fundamentally care more than the other person. It does not work if you care more. It has to be an equal amount of caring.
Yeah.
I agree.
Two, you cannot be more offended than the person that the joke or whatever is targeted at.
100%.
Because if that person's not offended, then there is no offense to be taken.
Yeah, why are you offended?
Yeah. It's super egotistical for you to put yourself in the way of harm when no harm is to be done. That boggles my mind.
You just basically want to tell everybody, hey, I know the attention is not on me, but I'm upset.
Also, we're gonna take this time for another fuck you moment. For if you're also the type of person that doesn't like shit because there's a woman involved in the lead actor, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. MCU? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
How about just good characters?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Black Widow will probably destroy your favorite male character. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That could be a stretch, but I love Black Widow.
Okay. You know what's crazy? There's more backlash about all the female characters in the MCU now. But we're also the most diverse.
Yo, I don't understand. I will say it. We say it in every episode here. I just don't understand. What is the hate?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. I don't see what they're seeing.
What is the hate? What is it? I don't. I mean, some good actors. out there. Some good actresses killing it, showing some bro. This was Iman Vellani's first acting job.
Phenomenal.
It just crushes it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something right now.
I don't get
Earlier we were discussing movies and we brought up Saw, and Cavs was like, what is the best thing or grossest thing you've seen in the Saw film?
Yeah.
The best thing I've ever seen in the MCU in the first Avengers, when Loki is talking to Black Widow, to Natasha, and she turns around and goes, "You monster." I was in the theater sitting in my chair going, no.
This is the
That's
Black
not
Widow.
how the fuck she acts.
This is the
And
Black
then she
Widow.
turned when he was like, "No, you brought the monster on board," and she turned around and was like, "Well, thank you for your service." I went, "They caught me."
Yes.
She manipulated me into thinking, "Holy shit."
Not only that, she manipulated the god of mischief, the trickster himself.
Yes.
And it's even funny when we first see her, and they pass her the phone and it's Nick Fury, and she's like, "Yo, I got these guys right where I want them. They're about to give me everything." And they're looking at each other like, "What? Like,
yeah.
Who's in control here?" Black Widow was incredible. I get it. Her movie was 5 years too late. I get it, but go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem you can have with Black Widow was that wasn't
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster. I don't know why Bullseye was the only name possible. That wasn't Taskmaster.
Can't wait to see Bullseye in Daredevil Born Again. Show me Bullseye.
Yo, if we're bringing back the people from Netflix,
give me
Bullseye in Netflix.
You gotta bring back Poindexter. You have to bring back the guy who played him. Please bring back. Well, first of all, please bring back Bullseye. Let's get him in because the last time we saw him, he was getting the adamantium put in him, or the precious metal, whatever they called it. We could call it adamantium now. Retcon that shit. Say adamantium. I dare you, Marvel. I dare you to say adamantium.
Wait a minute. Bullseye has adamantium in him?
In his spine.
In his spine. After this guy broke his back, like they put adamantium in there. It's just in the Daredevil show at the time, Fox had the licenses. You couldn't say mutant. You can say adamantium. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. And they called it like a precious metal or something. But we all knew what time it was. We knew it was adamantium. So, hey, retcon that shit. Come back and just have the same dude who played Poindexter, the same dude who played Bullseye, just come back and just like hit his back like ding, ding, ding. Like, I'm ready, bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yo, they could turn around and be like, yo, somebody would mention, oh, they put a special metal in his back. And somebody would be like, you mean adamantium?
Yeah. I dare you, Marvel. Show me your balls, Marvel. You already said. It's funny because they said mutation. They didn't even say mutant. They said mutation, and granted, mutation is a variation of the word mutant. But I dare you to say mutant, Marvel. You're not ready to say mutant yet. I dare you to say mutant.
Yeah.
Let me hear you call Namor a mutant. Go ahead, pussies. Let me hear you do it. Let me hear you do it.
Come on. Didn't they say that Xavier was the leader of the mutants in Doctor Strange?
They did say that. You're right. Wait.
That was an alternate universe. That wasn't a 616.
Yeah. Let's get 616. Yeah. Let's get 616.
Let's not push the goalpost, man. They said it.
Yeah. I'll check to see.
They also outminded him. No, fuck that. That was not. Fuck that. We ain't hear that. We ain't hear no mutant. If there ain't no pictures of me on 6 Mile, I ain't never been a 6 Mile. Fuck that. I ain't hear him say it.
All I'm saying is that I know. The only reason I'm saying that is because when we finally heard mutation in 606, I know everybody was like, we can finally say mutant. So that's what I'm going.
Yeah.
I'll go back and see if they said, but because it would make sense that he was introduced like that.
Yeah.
Because they introduced Black Bolt as the Inhuman King.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it wouldn't make sense for them to be like, hey, Doctor Strange, he leads the X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Another group that charted in the 60s.
Yeah. I want to see Kingpin in this because he got arrested. Why not go to court You know what I'm saying? Like even
He's
if he just
blind.
walks by,
He's
they
blind
mention
now.
him.
He's blind now.
They
So,
mention him somewhere.
From what I've gathered, this is more like people with powers, legal trouble. Kingpin technically
got
doesn't
power.
fall into that category.
He got mad power in the streets, though.
He's just
Yeah,
brawling. Yeah.
So did Biggie, and he still didn't make it. So,
Kingpin is the definition of brute force, brute strength. He is kind of like superhuman.
Like without the serum,
Yeah.
without the enhancement, he's
He's
just
that
brawling.
big at 3% body fat.
Yeah.
yo, I wanna bring up something if you guys will allow me to.
Please.
Sure.
Last week, I had made a bold statement saying that if Warner Brothers goes ahead with the Flash untethered, I no longer support any Flash movies.
Tell
And
Dad to
Cav
lower
asked
his
me
music.
if there's any caveats to that.
Oh, they're doing it. They're gonna do
Well,
it.
Ezra Miller came out with an apology or a statement. I don't know if he just walked away from this or
No.
something else going
I
on.
think he's gonna go tell your pops to put down the music. I think because he said that right now. Yeah, I think that's what he said. I could imagine a conversation in the toe tags out. Put the fucking music down. That like I beat the shit out of you. Calm down.
Funny thing is I already went in there and told him to do that.
Yeah, let pops chill, man. I get it. I love it, bro. I love that shit.
No, yo, we will get copyright strike for that shit, man.
Yeah.
A reflection of Monday Night Raw showed up on fucking Kenny's screen, and I got banned for a week on YouTube.
Yeah,
Get this,
crazy.
I just got copyright strike. We literally showed Raw for 3 hours, and they just gave us a little strike. You're not gonna be whatever. You just can't monetize it. A reflection of Raw, and I got banned for a week. So boogie on down. We're gonna somebody's coming to the house, and I'm gonna need She-Hulk to defend me.
You want her to do more. You want more. You want her to do more than defend you.
Yes, I still hear it.
I don't hear it.
I heard on down again. I
I'm not
swear to
hearing
God,
it
I just
from-
heard it.
I
just
think
heard
we
it.
hear it more from Cap's room, I believe.
Yeah, because he's in the living room, and my pops is like really right behind him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that iteration of the fucking song is literally just boogie on down for 12 hours. That's all I hear. There's no other song. There's no let's groove tonight. Nope. Just boogie on down. On down. Down. It's a good song, but I need more words.
He got that Napster version.
Yeah.
He just keeps saying the same thing
There's
over
a
and
skip
over.
to it.
But what's funny is he's not even watching a music video. He's watching people dance. A dance studio create a dance to that song.
Nice.
Yeah, TikTok.
My bad, though. What were you gonna say about Ezra?
So you asked me if there would be any caveat
Yeah.
to my statement.
Yes.
So I'm going to present my entire argument here. I'm going to preface this by going, this is why I love Daredevil. Right? Why I'm going to say what I say is closely related to what Daredevil would say and all that shit. So, Ezra Miller, his statement was, having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, I now understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment. He goes on to say, I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior, and I'm committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe, and productive stage of my life.
I see smoke coming out of Toe's ears.
Well,
Daredevil. Everyone deserves a second chance.
Here's the thing. There's still
but after the fifth one,
there's still the matter of the relationship he had with the young lady,
the grooming
thing that was not addressed in here. And to be 100% with everybody listening, with shit like that, I didn't even want to bother to get into. So I'm not 100% on that. So that is still lingering in the air.
Yes.
But now, in terms of his statement and all this, as a person, if he is legit, or sorry, in this case, I will use this pronouns.
I was gonna ask, are you gonna respect their pronoun now?
In this one instance, I will.
Okay.
If they legitimately want to seek help, because what they're going through is an actual
Meltdown.
crisis of self
Yeah.
identity or whatever, I am all for somebody going to get help. I'm all for somebody realizing,
Look at your brother's face. Look at your brother's
I
face.
fucked up. Well, we'll see what he says after this. I'm all for somebody saying that. I realize I fucked up. And I will try to better myself. Now, here's what I would say to this. If it turns out that he is going to do the work, and this isn't just lip service, even though this is clearly a carefully worded public assistant.
That was the PR. The PR team did that. The PR team did it, for sure. For sure.
So if he's going to get help, fine. Or sorry, if they are going to get help, fine. I will not be watching the Flash movie. And I know we have a comic book show, and I know we bring up and all that. I am telling you now, I will not be watching the Flash movie.
Will you be on the podcast with us discussing it?
I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. People can ask for forgiveness and atonement.
Damage is done, though.
And there's only one person, if you believe in this system, there's only one entity that can absolve you of sin. And that's God.
Big Papa. Big Papa in the sky.
I am not God. And although second chances can be granted, in this case, with other things still lingering in the air that we are not 100% sure about, you can go and atone and you can go and better yourself. That does not relieve you of the consequences of said action.
100%.
So I still will not be putting my money towards something, or I will not be using my money and acting in a way that goes, oh, they apologized under the rug. Because for me, as a non-religious person, the one thing I've always had a problem with is you confess on your deathbed, truly confess, gates open up. I've always had a problem with that little caveat, because then that means I can truly just do whatever I want, even though I know I can actually knowingly do wrong things. Because then I can go back later on and just be like, well, I truly know that was wrong and I repent. And now I'm up there. Which would make the whole try to live and be a good person shit irrelevant.
Yeah.
So for me, again, get the help, Ezra. Get the help that you need. Because I am not a cold-hearted person. And if you truly are crying out for some sort of assistance, get it. Because nobody should have to live in that kind of state. But again, your actions still have consequences. And I might be the only one in the world who feels this way and who will act this way. But I cannot just support somebody because you said sorry for doing something, because I'm also I worked with people who have some sort of mental issues, be it dementia or Alzheimer's or other shit that affects their mental state. I've worked with the elderly. I've worked with various types of people. Rarely does the actual problem account for the bad behavior. In my experience with it, the behavior is done. Wrong and right is still recognized, but the inhibition has left. And I'm not the type of person who is going to sit here and go, I'll give you a perfect example. And I'm going to change up some names and some stuff so it's not putting anybody out on blast.
Incognito.
Yeah. I was told the story of someone when I was younger and held that person at a certain stature. When I was older, I was then told a completely different story about the same person. And although the people around kind of already went through the forgiveness process and all that other shit, I have now fundamentally changed the way I think of said person. Because actions are not undone with the simple I apologize.
Of course, 100%. 100%.
An apology is a way to acknowledge that you've done something and start the process of working towards not doing things like that again. So in a few years' time, if Ezra Miller gets help and gets their life back in track, like maybe 5-10 years from now, and they do a movie, maybe that I'll go watch it if it's something that I'm already interested in. But as of right now, with the push, with a property such as The Flash that has so much weight for a company in which they need to get it out so they can move forward with their own, with the rest of their with the rest of their movies and the rest of the shit they do. I'm not gonna support, or I'm not gonna just be that willing to be like, he said sorry, guys. They said sorry. We're good. We can move forward. No, you do your apology. Show me, and I know I'm nobody. I'm insignificant. I know that. I know.
There's a lot of people that feel like you though, for sure.
Yeah, but show me that you have done the work, and we'll move forward when the time is right. And I wanted to bring that up because I know a lot of what we talked about last week was with this, and this is new information coming out.
I said I was gonna watch it regardless. Again, whether Ezra is being honest or not about the help they're trying to seek. It is what it is. Damage is done. I mean, there's a lot of speculation out there, but time will tell where the evidence lies and what really happened and what Ezra's really going through. Yeah, I agree. Seek the help. I'm gonna go watch the movie just because I want to know what's so benchmark about it and how's it going to essentially New 52 this DC EU. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm interested in. But whether Ezra gets help or not, we'll see what the evidence says later on. But man, it's some pretty horrible stuff that they're being accused of, right? And you could punch someone in the face and feel sorry about it, sure, but all the grooming stuff and all of that, like that, there's no forgiveness for that, in my opinion. You can get your help, you can move forward and continue with your life, but that's gonna hurt a lot of people. If it is true, I don't know. I haven't looked into evidence. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not.
That's the one thing that's lingering.
You feel me? Like, is it
Yeah.
true or not? We'll see. And if we never get an answer, then I'm just gonna, by default, possibly believe the worst. It's not a good trait, but there's a lot of weird stuff being said out there. I don't want to get into the legalities of it because we don't know, right? I'm gonna go watch the movie because I want to see what it does to the DCEU. But whether Ezra gets the help or not, yo, if those allegations are true, then the damage is done. But yeah, seek help. You acknowledge you need some help. Toe is ready to just blow up. So
Hey,
I'm gonna let
I
him do that.
I'm gonna do this.
Can you just do this in 2 minutes? In the next 10 minutes, we talk about Spider-Man on the PC.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this.
Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Oh,
this
shit.
is solely
Oh shit.
me talking.
Oh shit.
I'm at no point is the Knucklehead Network or anybody else on this panel gonna. I don't speak for them.
I appreciate you saying that.
You know, I don't.
This
I don't.
is gonna be bad.
Yeah, I don't speak for them, and I don't speak for the network. I speak for me, and this is me talking.
Oh boy.
I am not gonna respect you as a they. You're a fucking man, and you don't get to, and no one gets to. I have mental health issues after what the fuck you did. I'm sorry. That's something that you're gonna have to own up to what the fuck you did, and you don't get to blame it on mental health issues. You didn't have them before. You didn't have the mental health issues before you were the fucking Flash, and now that you got a little bit of fame, you think you can do whatever the fuck you want and blame it on that shit. There are people that are suffering with mental health issues that can't control what the fuck they do because of one reason or another. Fuck you. You did stupid shit, and you're supposed to atone for that. You're a fucking man, and as a man, you got to take responsibility for the shit. Stop copping out. That's a fucking cop out. Fuck you, and fuck everything that you stand for. Okay? So that right there is me talking about me. So now I'll let y'all come back into this, and I'm gonna straight out say this as for the Flash. I'm gonna watch the Flashpoint because you don't get to take away
That's
me
what I'm saying.
experiencing
Flash.
a DC movie.
Yeah, for real.
I've already accepted the fact that you and whoever wrote you fucked up the character. So now I want to see how they atone for that. Because the character of the Flash and you are two different people. You know what I'm saying? And the character of the Flash has its own problems, but you as a person, I can never sit here and allow you to play with my intelligence. And that whole shit with Cap goes, I'm nobody important. To fuck you. I'm just as important as you are. Just because more people know you does not change the importance of a person. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You're not more important than anybody on this fucking planet.
Oh,
And I know what you're saying, but I want to say that shit to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to sit here and make excuses. We all been through some shit. What shirt does Cavs wear now? The guy Cavs. You could show him the shirt if you want.
Baptiste, what's going on? Thank you. This is a Captain America shirt in a Street Fighter crossover. Sorry, I can't talk.
No,
to
we
the
hear,
mic.
we hear, we hear, we
Okay,
hear.
so this is a Captain America doing a shoryuken, and there's the motion, the forward down diagonal punch. And he's doing a shoryuken. That's Captain America doing a shoryuken with Mjolnir.
Yeah.
now
No,
one more
yeah.
time because I didn't hear any of that. No.
No, yeah, no. We heard.
I'm sorry, it sounded bad. You know what's funny? Like, I do rock all these shirts, and I got the microphone in front of me, so most of the time people don't see them, but it is what it is.
No, you know, because I'll keep it short and sweet. We all go through some shit in our lives. We go through some dramatic shit in our lives. There's people that are fighting fucking wars that come home and are never the fucking same, and they don't do the shit you're doing. Don't stop this cop out shit. You're not fucking special, and you don't get to fucking blame it on some other shit that other people are really having an issue with. Fuck you. All right, now we can talk.
And by the way, let's end it by, I don't think any one of us here are wrong in how we feel about the situation. I respect Cap not wanting to go see it. And I also respect Cap saying that, he hopes Ezra gets okay. I also respect what Toe is saying. Fuck Ezra.
Man up.
The whole pronouns thing. I'm not. I'm still gonna respect pronouns. No, I know. But I'm saying
that's
you still going and watching the movie because you don't want to let Ezra mess up the Flash character for you. Completely agree there. Which is what I said the minute we spoke about it. I came in with my Flash shirt and I was like, "Yo, fuck Ezra. Don't blame this on the Flash." Which is what I don't want to. I just want to say that everyone is correct the way that they're going. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say everyone has their MO here. You feel me?
Yeah, and I'll say this again, and I'll do this shit again because it's just me. Because it's just me. I know what a man is supposed to be. There's still loose interpretation of that.
Whoa.
But no, listen. You were supposed to be a man. You was raised as a fucking man, and you did shit as a fucking man. And the only way I can speak to you as a man to man, okay? Because I don't know what a they is. I don't know what they say. I know what a woman is, and I know transsexuals. I know men, the they, them, all the other shit. I don't know what that is. You was raised a man. I'm gonna talk to you as a fucking man. That's a cop out, bro. That's a fucking cop out. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You should be fucking sorry. It's a cop out. No one will get away with that shit if they weren't fucking famous. No one has a team writing for them and a movie studio writing for them, trying to spin the fucking narrative to make them look better. Sorry, I don't have that luxury. I have to watch what I fucking do as a man. And I have to take responsibility as a man for the shit that I fucking do. So do you.
So has been playing the Spider-Man game on PC.
Yes.
Sorry for the weird transition there.
No, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, we've been playing the Spider-Man. I started the Spider-Man game. I think I did like 3 missions.
You know what's funny? I mistook the question today. And I thought the question was, what kind of hot takes do you have as a whole? And I was going to go into, that's why I apologize. I was like, yo, Toe, my answer to the question today is not directed at you. I was going to go on this whole spiel about how computer gaming is not as cool as everyone thinks it is. For this specific reason that you're playing a Spider-Man game 3 years later. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I do understand that it's fully optimized. It's running great. 60 frames per second, looking awesome. So tell me your experience. You turn on the Spider-Man game, you jump into the first mission, go.
I jump into the first mission and I'm sitting there, I'm streaming it. So I'm watching my OBS and I'm watching the screen. I don't have HDR10 and all. I have a 4K monitor. You know, it shows an awesome picture. The people that watched me on Twitch did not get the full experience of this Spider-Man. I'm seeing reflections.
The ray tracing is out of control.
It's awesome.
Like on the building while he's climbing, you see full reflection.
Yes. I didn't buy this game because of all that. I bought it because I didn't want to spend $500 on a console to play this game. Makes sense. What I'm saying? That's the only reason. Like I wanted to play this game when it first came out, and I thought about buying you could ask Cap. I thought about buying a PlayStation just for this game. Because there's no other game that I really gave a shit about for PlayStation because they're also on Xbox. I wanted to get a PlayStation just for this game.
There's a lot
I hear you.
A lot of games you Xbox dudes miss out on. But
I'm not really much of a gamer like
we
that.
Play.
Yeah. But so I was like, yo, this shit came out as beautiful. So first mission, I'm swinging, everything's happening. There's no glitching. When I press a button, this is the first game I've ever played that when I do a fucking, reversal, it happens when I press it. Like the Batman game, you know how you press B and you do the reversal and all that? Sometimes that didn't happen and I would get frustrated. This time it's happening, bro. I don't know if it's because it's PC and it's the frame rate or whatever the fuck case may be, or this game is just good like that, but I'm enjoying playing this fucking game as Spider-Man. It's fucking phenomenal, bro. You get to fucking do the
You
and
see how
tie
the
people
game,
up in
you,
web.
you see how the game starts? Like you're literally swinging. Like the
Yeah.
game, you're not on the ground. You don't walk out of your apartment. You
Yep.
are mid chase at the beginning of this game. And I think it's so effective for for what they're trying to say the rest of the game. This is a Spider-Man who is year 8. He's 23 years old. We got a grown-ass Spider-Man in his like prime.
Yep.
And you can feel it immediately.
Yeah, and working with Doc Ock. And Doc Ock finds out that you're a Spider-Man suit maker and gadget maker. So Doc Ock turns around and goes, yo, I saw your schematics for your web slingers. I upgraded them. And that's how you get the upgrades for, knocking people out with a web ball and all this other shit. And then you're swinging around like, yo, what the fuck is this? Oh,
so
this is one of my old.
So you're not skipping cutscenes.
No, I'm not skipping. Yeah, I'm watching them. I'm watching them. Yeah, I don't do that.
Fantastic.
So, and then the guy's like, oh, one of my old backpacks. And in the backpack, you get a coin, and you can use that coin to either upgrade your suit or some other shit. And I'm like, yo, this is dope. So if I want new suits, I have to go get the backpacks, and I know where the backpacks are. This is not a game where I have to figure shit out.
Yeah, it's very user friendly.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Each of the suits has like a special power to it. The punk Spidey. Have you gotten punk Spidey yet?
No. I literally just got the white spider.
Oh, with the that one's so nice. The suits in this game are so clean, man.
Yeah, I'm like 2.5 hours into this game.
You see what he looks like? Who does he look like to you?
Peter
Spider-Man.
Parker?
Yeah, who does he look like to you? Like Peter Parker. Do you see Tom Holland in that face?
Not like I see it in the body, but I don't see it in the face.
Because when the game first came out, his face was totally different. Then after,
no, the one that's on the cover, where it's the blue and red suit, but the spider is white.
With the white. Okay, I thought you meant that.
Yeah,
they reference it as the white spider in the when Doc Ock was saying something.
So if you want, look at his original face. Then after the game came out and we had Homecoming and all of the Tom Holland hype, they changed his face to be a little bit more Tom Holland like.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get
it. Super weird, but because
I wish they would have changed out May to look a little like Marissa Tomei though.
Oh yeah, she's old. She's old. Yeah, May's old. Have you ran into Mary Jane at all?
No, I just put away Kingpin.
Oh, so you just did the first episode.
Yeah.
Kingpin fight was cool as shit.
It was.
I love that fight.
It was.
Because he's menacing. Like, he hits hard. Yeah, look at that. The left is the original. And then they changed it to look a little bit more Tom Holland-ish. Which,
I can see that.
I love the first look first. I love the first look best.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. His voice is great. His New York is great. His quippiness is great. This is Spider-Man in his prime, and I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love that shit. You're gonna see a really cute moment come up with Mary Jane.
Okay.
Shortly after. You're gonna know the exact moment I'm talking about.
I don't have time to play it during the week, but during the weekend I plan on at least streaming it, for like an hour or 2 hours.
I gotta give a shout out here. Because you brought him up. Wilson Fisk. He's voiced by this man, Travis Willingham. Travis Willingham, he's one of the players on the D&D show that I watch, Critical Role. But for anybody who doesn't watch Critical Role, if you've ever seen Avengers Assemble, he is the voice of Thor.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where he actually has a tattoo on his forearm in Nordic that says worthy. And his wife, Laura Bailey, who's also on that Critical Role show, she voiced Black Widow.
The Critical Role, all of them do crazy voice work. All of them do big time voice work, and even spots on TV shows of the Illuminantes.
Yeah.
Homegirl, she did Symmetra's voice in Overwatch. Yeah, they all got big roles. They're they're actors. You know, feel me?
Yeah.
They're
If
not
you
just
watch-
some goons doing D&D. They're actors. They're professionals.
If you ever played the Injustice games, is it the Injustice? No, it's Marvel. I think it's DC versus
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Taliesin Jaffe, who's another another actor on Critical Role who plays, he voices the Flash, and they all have recognizable roles.
Yeah,
But once you hear them, you're like, oh shit.
But I mean, if you watch the show, they're like pros. They like don't break character for hours. It's insane.
Yeah.
They were like, that's so cool. It's very cool to watch.
I just had to give a shout out.
And also, just you know, not to toot our own horns, but for 20 seconds, I was Michelangelo and he was Leonardo.
Donatello.
There you go. Yeah.
Yo, I swear to you, I wish we would have kept. I wish I would have downloaded that video instead of just keeping the link, because we stood online at the booth at Comic-Con, going over our lines.
Oh yeah.
The dude in front of us had like Naruto, was in there for like fucking ever. Like
He
that
couldn't
dude
get them
did
lines out.
so many fucking takes. We walk in, we do one take. The lady looks at us and goes, "Are you guys brothers?" Like, yeah. It's like, no wonder. And that was it. We did one take, one time. Fucking perfect.
Have you guys ever watched Night at the Roxbury?
Yeah.
You missed a golden opportunity there. Are you guys brother? No. Yes. It's a good opportunity there.
That's true.
Yeah. My
To be
father used to say
completely
that my younger brother and I resemble, like I would be Will Ferrell and my brother would be Chris Kattan, my younger brother. And every opportunity we got to do it, we would do it. Yeah.
I would like to refer to him as Corky Romano.
Hey.
Yo, to be fair, in that booth, my only goal was to not fuck up the line.
Yeah.
So wait, what were y'all doing? I'm a little confused.
Voiceover acting.
Yo,
We was
literally
doing a
was
scene from the Ninja Turtles. We
It was
voiced
a
them.
booth, a Nickelodeon booth that you picked whatever scene you wanted from whatever Nickelodeon show.
Okay.
And you do the voice acting for it.
And obviously you pay some money and they give you the clip.
No. It was
We put
free.
our emails. They emailed us the
They
clip.
just emailed the clip, and we never thought to fucking save it because we thought, the clip will just be on the internet.
I put it on Facebook, and it disappeared. Yeah. To be fair, my phone at the time could not download that clip.
Okay. So this was a while ago.
Yeah. No, this was in
2017.
No, longer than that.
No,
this is the first time I went to Comic-Con.
Yeah, so then it had to be like 2012.
Yeah, this is the first time I
took the picture with Hulk back there.
Yeah.
That was the first time we went to Comic-Con.
Back at those times, the best phones out there were like Blackberries and iPhone 3s.
Yeah, and I had I think I had a Galaxy or some shit.
If you had the Galaxy 1, that bitch could have downloaded that joint.
No, my shit.
Yeah, no, I get it. Damn, I'm very upset that you guys voiced fucking turtles and we don't have that footage.
Yeah.
I'm very upset that I cannot see that.
I don't know if I remember the whole thing, but I still remember some of the lines.
Yeah,
so it was multiple lines.
Yeah, it was the whole scene.
Yo, dude, if you watched the TV show, it was a scene from the TV show.
You guys were on the TV show.
No.
You did a scene from the
scene.
Yeah, we did a scene. Yeah.
I was about to say, fuck, I'm fucking hanging with celebrities over here. What the fuck? Everybody come watch the fucking podcast. Look at these guys doing voice work and shit.
I think it started off with me going, "Hey, where's the teapot?"
I think I dropped it.
No,
you dropped the teapot.
No,
it's like you dropped the teapot.
You dropped the teapot during the fight.
You know not to give me stuff like that. You know, shit. It's like it was something like that. And the thing was, that's why
that's
the girl access.
Dope, man. I've never been to a Comic-Con, unfortunately. It's just never really happened.
It's an experience, bro.
I will go. I've been to E3, the video game convention. I've done that shit like 3-4 times already.
Yeah.
But I've never hit Comic-Con. The next time it's here, like I think they do it up in Orlando. It's just every time they do it around here, it just doesn't work out time wise. Whereas E3, I just know it's every June, whatever, and I just always take the time off. But I will work on making it to Comic-Con for sure.
Every time I go back, I try to look for a booth like that, and they haven't done it since.
Dang.
Yeah, man. But maybe next year we'll go to Comic-Con, because I know this year with the COVID stuff and the other shit.
Last year wasn't too bad. It's just this year I don't know what I'm going to be doing in October, so I can't make any.
It's in the Jacob Javits Center, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking dope though.
I haven't. I think the last time I went there was for an auto show, the car shows. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went to that car show. The car show is not bad also.
Car show's always cool. Always a good time.
Yeah.
I think it's like $10 to go in there, see a few cars, take some pictures.
Yeah.
Go up the block and go to a restaurant. Maybe get some hot dogs in the corner, whatever.
Word.
Glizzy time after the car show.
Word.
But yeah. Over time. Great episode.
Yeah. We talked about She-Hulk, we talked about Day Flash, and we talked about Spider-Man.
You gotta stop that, bro. It's not that difficult.
Yo,
pronouns are super easy. They're not that difficult, y'all.
I just want to point out, pronouns aside, me and Toe said the exact same thing. He just said it more aggressively.
Yeah. I said it like if my parent would have told me. I said it back, the way that people told you about yourself back in the day. Now everybody nowadays is more sensitive, to tell it like it is. And it's actually fucking things up. I get it. Be respectful of who these people are. But sometimes you need the blunt truth. You need blunt force trauma to the head. Get that shit, straight out. Nip that shit at the butt. And if you ain't got somebody to tell you straight out, that you fucking up, well, then you fucking with the wrong people. You fucking with the wrong people.
You can still tell someone they're fucking up and use their pronouns though.
Now
I get it. I'm not gonna lie. I said here that I was thinking of just being like, yo, fuck Ezra, fuck your pronouns. You don't deserve that shit, but I'm still gonna respect the pronouns.
Listen.
And everyone and what I was saying, everyone's choice into how we approach this movie. And Ezra,
listen. Anyone else, I'll give it to you. You have done nothing to keep my respect.
And you didn't even like Ezra as Flash even before all this shit.
Yeah, but because here's the thing, the earning of respect, you get respect right out the gate. You lose respect. You've done nothing to keep my respect.
Yeah.
So as of right now, there's nothing that you're doing that I'm taking this shit serious. So to me, you want to be a them, that's cute. I'm not falling for it. Anyone else where that whole thing is serious, like the Juno character,
Elliot Page.
Yes, him. I'll take that serious because it's a fact. This isn't a stunt.
Shout out Elliot Page, man. Good dude. Good dude.
You know what I'm saying? I'll give that respect to them.
Good dude.
You said Elliot is a he.
Elliot, I think they use he they. Yes,
yes.
They.
I'll give the respect to he they. Right.
Yeah.
This idiot, no. I gotta talk to you like if I'm talking to somebody. Listen, I don't care about you, but I'm passionate enough to put you in your fucking place. And if I'm gonna do it, and I already don't respect you, I'm gonna do it as if I'm talking to somebody that the way I would talk to him. Fuck that.
And on that note,
you want to take it as disrespect? That's your problem. But listen to what the fuck I'm saying. Get your head out your ass with the pronouns and listen to what the fuck I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, it's all new. It's all little shit. It's all semantics. The he, they, them, all that other shit. I'm talking to you.
Straight to you, Ezra.
Yeah, it's still a you. I'm
directed
talking to you.
At you, Ezra. Pronouns really aren't that difficult, though. Just literally took me 5 minutes to understand.
Neither is acting like a human being, but he seems to have a problem with it.
Yeah, I agree. Fucking Ezra. God
yeah,
damn it.
it's easier for you to act like you got.
I'm
some
upset.
fucking sense.
I'm upset that I have to question this movie. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that. That's what really. And like, I know that may sound selfish, but it's like, bruh, like everything was gearing up real nice for the DCEU. Everything. I mean, maybe that's being a little optimistic, but that's kind of my trait, my toxic trait, I guess. I am overly optimistic about a lot of things. But I'm upset that like I have this in the back. Like I'm gonna go watch the movie to support Flash and the DCU, but you know, in the back of your mind, you think, man, fuck this idiot. You know what I mean? So it's a weird thing.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate. But yeah, it is 12:13.
Yep.
It's about that time. I don't mean to cut anybody off, but
no. Yeah,
I gotta use the bathroom so bad.
No,
hold on. You've already kicked Lay off the show, so we better adhere to your time schedule.
I'm not gonna respond to that because show ain't even come back today, bro. We need good quality. Like I'm just if my quality is ever shot, kick me off. I'll come back. I promise. Don't get hurt. Let come back.
You did tell him when you get home, come back on.
I said when you get home, get on. I couldn't fucking understand what you were saying.
I gotta.
It was funny. It was funny because Lay was like, you know what?
Fucking saying.
But the only thing we heard was, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's because we read his lips at that point.
It's like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I gotta do this. I gotta do. The bard in me is begging me to do this.
Please.
You ready? Lay, come back. You could blame it all on Cabs. Lay, come back.
But yeah, man. And
I'm sorry.
And on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out.
Be back
Peace,
next
everybody.
week. I love you. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate the nice compliment on the t-shirt.
Yep. Peace.